I hit it. It says you're live. I seem to be live.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. For some reason, it's called desktop.
Yeah, it's because I didn't change it. I don't have easy access to a keyboard. Can you change it?
Do I pop into the stream we're doing if I hit go live here? Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Let me know if that works. I'm also going to go into Discord and I'm going to see if I can get if I can start streaming the desktop again. Since yeah, apparently that works with OBS, right? Hello?
Happens.
Hello? You there?
What?
Oh yeah, I'm
sorry.
back. Okay, yeah. I popped out of Discord accidentally. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on screen share and we'll see what happens. All right.
Yep, that's working. It's yelling at us that the resolution is wrong.
Is wrong how?
You need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 1152 by 648, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected video resolution is 1280 by 720.
Can you fix it?
That's something you'll have to do on your end.
Okay. Go ahead and let people know. Wait, are people actually showing up to the stream yet?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Just let them know that we're fixing this, and with patience and faith. And
I mean, they should. I think they can hear me. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, they should be able to hear me too. Can you hear yourself when you watch the stream?
It's really hard to tell because you're talking over yourself, talking about something else right now. So give me a sec. Yeah, I'm audible.
Great.
Okay, so let's see what's. I'm trying to remember what funky stuff. Is it the scene settings? Because I. Oh, okay.
I think I may have fixed it. I think I may have fixed it. I've hit forced scaling.
Yeah, that nope. You just now it's just in the top left of the window. That's kind of exactly the opposite of what we wanted.
All right.
No, go to settings.
Well, let me
video.
undo what I just did before we get too excited.
Yeah.
Here. That should be pretty easy. I'll just turn off forced scaling.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now what do I need to do?
Okay, go to settings, video, and you should see base canvas resolution, output scaled resolution. See if one of those says that it's 1152 by 648.
Okay. Output.
You won't be able to change them while you're streaming, but you should still be able to view them.
Okay, yes, I see. So I'm going to stop the stream, then we'll start it again.
Yeah, and switch the scaled at least to 1280 by 720.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we got this.
Yeah, don't end the stream on YouTube. Just turn off OBS for a second.
Oh, just turn off the stream on OBS. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it started streaming. See,
okay.
that was the problem.
It's just Discord causing problems.
Yep.
Discord should be good to start then.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start.
All right.
Discord
Cool.
streaming
Yeah.
again.
So awesome. On top of
everything?
many other. Yeah, it's working.
Holy
top
shit!
Of many other technical hurdles.
All right. In that case, hi everybody. Welcome to our stream. Is everybody settling in the chat? Everything going all right there?
Okay, I'm actually going to tweet this out now because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, it's ready for prime time. I'm ready to humiliate myself live on camera. Whew! I am honestly just kind of stunned and impressed. Like, okay, so for all you guys who turned in early, here's how under the wire we got this. I've got a malfunctioning headset, malfunctioning internet, a malfunctioning computer, and 10 minutes before this stream went live at 6:30, while I had the headset strapped to my head, unable to remove it, we switched which streaming software we were using to one that I had to download that I've also never used before. Josh was like my guy in the chair, like this was an episode of like a cyberpunk TV show.
In fairness, you know, this is all stuff that I've had to figure out over many different sessions.
Thank you for your expertise.
Christopher Ladd says Mumbles better be showing up. Yeah, Mumbles is going to be a little late, but she said she'd be here, so...
Yep. Mumbles arriving fashionably late as always to clown on nerds.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody else is.
Not here, that's fine.
Chris
Just you and me.
Chris was here earlier.
As long as I can hear your voice, Josh. As long as I can hear your voice.
Would you prefer if I whisper?
Oh boy, that's very
If I essentially whisper.
Oh boy, that's it's like being sexually harassed by a
So
ghost.
we're pivoting to the VR ASMR channel right now.
Yeah, be sure to share any interesting comments with me because like we did not decide to add I can see chat functionality onto the tower of spitting plates here. So yeah, everybody, we're gonna be playing Half-Life Alyx. Once we get.
Oh, I need to.
What?
I forgot to change the name of the stream. What do we want to call this thing?
We want to call
right
this.
now it's just desktop.
Rutskarn is, in capital letters, Half-Life Alyx. It's my.
So the is the capital letters.
Yes,
the whole
yes.
thing. Okay.
This is my starlit debut as in the role of Half-Life Alyx.
You know, I never really used to have a problem with that spelling of Alyx, but now Alyx is on spoiler warning with a different spelling. I keep wanting to spell it wrong now.
Did you tweet out the link?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How many viewers we got in so far? I get a sense of when we should just go ahead and start.
22, I think. I've never
Okay,
actually used this interface.
Okay, we're actually
live stream before
we're
like
getting
this,
ready to go then. That should be good to get started. I'm not gonna wait for everybody. Okay, so everybody, hi. It's Rutskarn playing this time. Josh is the guy in the chair.
Hello.
Like the guy in Spider-Man. Okay, so we are gonna be playing Half-Life Alyx. I've gotten about 4 hours in, and I'm gonna give you my review of it, like right up front. So I have a VR headset. I have had one for about 1.5 years now, and the thing about VR is that it's really, really cool, but what it is not is what you would expect it is, immersive. Like, the average VR game is fun in the way that the average, like, Wii game is fun, where it's like, it's a novel control scheme, and it's like a novel way of engaging the game, but you're not like, wow, it's just like I'm there in real life. Except Half-Life Alyx actually is kind of like that. It's like the only game which has that effect going on here, and I'm excited to show it to you guys.
Yeah, we talked about this like some time ago back when we were still doing spodcasts, and I mentioned that like whenever I think about something I did in a VR game, it doesn't in my mind feel different than what I remember just playing a video game with a normal monitor is like.
Exactly. Half-Life Alyx is different. Half-Life Alyx, I came out of this and I'm like, I don't remember this as a game, I remember this as being inside City 17. So, I don't know, I've only gotten like 4 chapters in, but we're going to start again from the beginning. Now, I've set movement to continuous. There's basically 3 ways you can move in a VR game that are like kind of nailed down. There's like one where you teleport to a point and it's like your screen goes black and then you appear there. There's one where like you teleport to a point, like you slide there really fast. And there's one where you can use the thumbstick, and traditionally that has been the vomit one. Like, I did that in Fallout 4 VR after I got the headset, and I had to quit after like 30 minutes. I played it that way for like a couple hours, and I didn't have any problems this time. In fact, it was perfectly immersive. I don't know if they're just really good at doing that now, or if I'm just used to it. Whatever. You guys ready?
Well, I'm interested in seeing if they did any sort of perspective tricks with it, because one of the things that you can do to make it less nausea-inducing is to reduce peripheral vision while you're in motion, so you get this kind of vignette effect.
That makes sense.
Kind of cones. Yeah, movement is still, I think, by far the biggest fundamental problem with VR. Up there with all the VR headsets are like $400 more expensive than they should be.
Yes, and by the way, I am using the Oculus Rift S, and I do not recommend it. It is a piece of shit. It's like the controls work, but the headset itself gives me all kinds of glitches and bugs.
So are you staring at a loading screen that's nothing's happening?
Yeah, exactly. And then press trigger to start is how it does the transitions. This game does have kind of long loading screens, a la Half-Life 2 back in 2005. Okay. And yep, we get like a white screen. You should not actually be seeing much of anything right now, except like a couple like flecks floating around. It is 5 years before the collapse of the Citadel and the death of Eli Vance.
Wow, out there just fucking spoiling the end of episode 2.
Yeah, I mean, that game is 13 years old, so. Alyx Vance, age 19, female. Completely different voice actors. Affiliation, human resistance. Current assignment, reconnaissance. Yeah, I don't know what this game is like to people who haven't played Half-Life 2, which you have to imagine is, a decent chunk of gamers, although VR owners tend to be older, I would guess. They tend to have been, like, playing games longer if they're VR early adopters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, and we get the fade in, and I gotta say that, like, every other VR game is like, look, here's a gorgeous vista. This one's pretty cool, as they go.
Yeah.
This one's actually, this
so
is
Chad
actually a
is,
really good, gorgeous vista.
Chad is asking about options to maybe stabilize the streaming a little bit, if there's some kind of comfort option in the options menu for that.
Maybe, but, well, I can't.
They're saying there is.
Okay, let's see, Spectator?
But, like, there's some interesting stuff, like...
you've got... Spectator camera smoothing, let's set that to medium.
Yeah, you've got, like, a very pronounced head tilt to the right, which is interesting, and also you tend to... Your head tends to be tilted further down than you expect. Those are all things that, like, you don't notice, but that, like, if people are watching you stream VR stuff, is very obvious, and it's one of those weird things.
That makes sense. Ask everybody how this is now.
This looks better to me. At least when I'm looking at the YouTube stream. The Discord stream is just kind of a slideshow right now, which is fun.
That's fine. Yeah, let me know what the comments
Yeah,
say.
I mean, we're prioritizing the correct stream, so...
Yeah, I don't mind waiting. And also, this is kind of interesting to show off how this works, since we're doing... This is like our first foray into VR as a spoiler warning, really, even though we've been playing it for a few years.
I mean, we did that one VR stream, and then everybody's like, please don't do VR ever again. That was like 3 years ago.
It was not ready for prime time 3 years ago. Alright, what do people think?
Tazriel is asking, do you aim with your left or right eye, Ruts?
I aim with my right eye.
They're saying it was a big improvement.
Great, okay. We're just going to move around here. So, again, I'm using push to move. So what happens is I move in the direction I'm looking. And again, you might think that this would, like, make me sick, but it really doesn't.
They're also saying gain volume's a bit high.
Okay, well, that's easy to fix. We're going to go ahead and turn down the volume a bit. And while I'm here, why don't I go back down to Spectator and see if there's any other options that are interesting. Alright, so Spectator eye left. If I aim with my right eye, maybe I should set Spectator aim to right?
Yeah, they suggested that as well.
Okay, great. That was a good suggestion, whoever suggested that. Okay. And, yep.
Did you change the volume?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we're getting a call. It's Eli Vance. Let's answer the call.
Alyx! How's it looking up there?
Also,
it's
conspicuously
good,
a different voice
movement
actor.
is normal. Same for the combat patrols.
Isn't...
How's it going in the stockyard?
Yeah, I think you might actually
Isn't
be
Eli
dead.
Vance's voice actor dead?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, like, several people have died since episode 2.
Not only that, someone's hacked into the coal mine construction network.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out, guaranteed.
Oh, also, I spotted the Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted
Thanks,
for
Rutskarn.
years.
You're welcome, Joshua.
That is all. Well, we'll look into it when we get back.
What is this?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
What'd you...
Alright, so Eli Vance is sending us off.
Terrific.
This lighting effect is
Right.
really nice. I just want to point that out. Alright, now, it took me actually a while to figure out that door opened. I did not parse this as a door the first time. That's one thing, like, you know, I wonder how much Valve had to address all of their, like, look here for important event tricks to work in virtual reality.
Oh yeah, that's got to be like even harder.
Yeah, and I think this is a little bit laggier. You said you're not using the Discord stream?
No, the Discord stream is very framey, but the YouTube stream seems pretty smooth.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out and I'm going to stop Discord streaming because I think it might be slowing things down a little bit.
Okay.
We'll just risk that. Okay.
I won't get to hear anything anymore.
I'll tell you if I hear anything really, really interesting. Yeah, that actually seems to have immediately improved things. Okay. So, yep. Yeah. I have to tell you that the effect of, like, a strider coming up on you in virtual reality is fairly impressive. It's like one of those first obvious things that games do in VR. Like, let's have a giant monster come up and, like, make a big, loud noise.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm being overly cautious with my movements.
Chad is asking about subtitles as well.
I have them turned on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm overly cautious about my movements just because I'm afraid of, like, smacking something on camera and looking like a complete dumbass.
Don't trip.
Yeah, check out this little area here. Now you can sort of reach out and move this camera around. And,
you know,
what's up?
The last time we were together in VR, you almost punched me in the face several times.
Oh, yes, that's because I tested out VR, like, home VR for the first time at Josh's apartment. And, I say apartment,
well, I don't have an
his
apartment.
Home, his manor. His
yeah,
manse.
wait a minute.
Pardon me, Joshua. I forgot that you're not a renter like the rest of us scum. Alright, you see there was a little blink loading screen happen there. Alright, yep, we're back at City 17, alright.
Alyx!
Alright, you guys see that subtitle? They appear, like, right here.
Alyx, are we good? Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the
yeah.
safe house right now
That's
to meet
visible.
Dad.
It's a little weird how it kind of lags.
Go.
But
We'll be in touch.
If it's a little small, I can actually make them larger. I wasn't sure how big they were going to be.
I think they're a decent size.
Okay, good. Alright, so yep. The Resistance is in trouble. And prom is tomorrow. As usual. Alright.
The other problem with this video game...
What's the other problem with the video game?
What is
I'm so done with Half-Life. I just don't care anymore. I haven't cared for like 8 years.
100%.
This game does not require you to care about Half-Life.
The CP's wound up. Keep your head down and be smart.
It's like they stopped making video games after Portal 2.
This game does not lean on, like, Half-Life characters very much. Like,
Yeah.
Eli Vance, spoilers, vanishes, like, in the next 2 minutes, and he's gone for a while after that, at least. I haven't seen Kleiner. I haven't seen Barney.
It is kind of uncanny to see, like, Metro Cops animated with, like, motion capture animation.
Yeah,
versus
and
the old, like, Valve's keyframe animation was fine, but it was, very stiff compared to motion capture.
And I have to say,
modern motion capture.
the thing which most VR studios are really bad at rendering is people. And I have to say that the people in this game look pretty good.
Yeah.
Any interesting comments? Or useful comments?
Traden says, "Wow, you were using your right hand for everything, Ruts?" ?
Yes. I always use my right hand for everything.
And Zenith comments, "He looks down significantly more than feels right." So they're just complaining about, like, you and the way that you look around and hold your hands right now. So
Okay, I'll try to.
welcome to the driver's seat.
Yeah, I'll try to keep my head up then. It's interesting, because people talk about how, like, when you're learning VR, oh, this is how Mantlin works. I can't believe they couldn't find a better solution. You, like, put your hand out, and you, like, hold down the move button, and, like a progress bar fills, and then you, like, teleport in. It's pretty lame. So, yep. And this is how you jump. You, like, hold down the thumbstick. I'll try to keep my chin up a little bit, how about that? They say hands up, don't move, and yeah,
Wait,
I mean, you actually have to put your
here.
hands up, I assume. I'm not about to find out.
Wait, don't shoot!
So how close are the subtitles to your face?
Not very close.
Because of course these things are being like rendered in 3D
Yeah, it's like arm's
for
length.
you.
Yeah. Like, if I reached out, my fingertip would brush them. I'm not gonna reach out.
Like I'm wondering, like if you could get the subtitles behind an object,
I don't think so. Here.
Hey,
or if it'll do that weird
Nope.
thing where
Yep,
it's
it
like
goes
being
over my
rendered as-
hand. I lowered
Oh,
my
okay.
hand just then, and the subtitle renders over the hand.
Yeah, that just looks weird.
It does look weird.
Like in VR, it looks fine normally, like for watching it, but in VR, like whenever that happens, it's like, oh, that something strange is going on here.
It looks weird, but honestly, it's fine. It works.
As Ennis says, Rutskarn is the best. Josh sucks.
Yeah. So the game has like a sort of. I feel like in this case the intro is very much to let you get oriented with like the VR controls and stuff, which did take a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it does take a while if it's your first time, and then like I was
Where are you
specifically
taking me?
learning how to do it.
Where's my father? Hello?
So, in case it's not clear, which
Damn
is
it, where's
entirely
my
clear, I'm
father?
currently inside the back of an APC. Yep, there they are.
They're asking how the bunny hopping is.
You cannot bunny hop. You also can't run, which sounds like it would be weird, but it really isn't. You get right down to it. So yeah, somebody planted a bomb. And one thing that's interesting about VR is that you can't really do things where like someone's knocked down or something.
Yeah, it's a lot of really interesting problems that no one really expected.
Yeah, so they had to like black out my vision, and then the car crashed.
So what sort of protection does this game have for you just like stepping through walls and stuff?
Honestly, it's not been a problem so far. I'm not sure. I think it
You've gotta get
might
moving.
physically
Russell?
stop you.
I've
Like
been
if
in
you
an
look,
accident.
Because
I know,
some will just
I
like
caused
black
it,
out the
so
stuff if you try to
technically
like stick
not
your
an
head
accident.
through.
You've got to
like
get
if you
moving.
watch, I'm trying to push
Wait,
my hand
where's Dad?
through the wall, but
He's
the
fine.
hand stops
Follow the
pretty
drone.
smoothly. It doesn't freak out, which is the thing that normally happens. What we're seeing in this game is basically a portal to an alternate reality where you can make a AAA VR game. And the reality is that you can make a AAA VR game if you have Valve's budget and you have Steam just generating revenue so that you can basically do this as a hobby.
So, Dad's
Yeah,
okay,
Valve is
right?
Yeah,
Valve is
well,
making
no,
video
to be
games
honest,
again.
it's
All they had to do
That's
was
still not
sacrifice
even
Campo
a ticket.
Santa to do it.
And frankly, they're practically
saved
making
me?
video
Well,
games as a
yes,
public
I had
service.
no way
I'll
of
take
knowing
it,
who was
whatever.
in which van, so yes, the result was that I saved you.
Do we know where they're taking him?
I'm still mad
Criminal
about
holding,
that.
and then
Yeah, a
when they
little
realized you could fly vans.
So who you're hearing right now is
But I'm already
Reese.
working on a
He's the
plan to get
NPC
him
in this
back.
game, and I actually quite
Close
like
to
him.
my lab. Keep following the drone. We'll
I
figure out
presume
what
he'll
to do.
die at some point to explain why he wasn't in Half-Life 2.
Russell,
I really hope
what did you
not.
guys find back there?
Well,
Okay,
that's the
so
crazy
push
thing. I don't
push up
know.
to bring up jump indicator and release
Blurry
jump.
pictures
Yeah.
of a
Yeah, that's
building.
pretty normal
The
for
Citadel?
a lot of VR games that
something
I
else.
played.
And whatever it is, they're going to kill anybody who saw it, and anybody who knows anybody who saw it, which means us and your dad.
Oh, I just
Russell?
wasn't quite far enough.
Just
My
hang
bad.
on.
No,
Again, I
your
mean-
legs aren't long enough.
I figured this out perfectly well last time. I think I'm a little bit like, I mean, I'm basically performing. This is essentially ballet, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So right now I'm following this drone here, and of course the first thing I do with this carousel, and I wonder if this is to teach you something, is you get on it and yeah, you don't spin with it; it just spins around you. That was
That
smart.
sucks. That fucking
It sucks,
fuck
but
you,
like,
Valve.
if you stepped on it and you just like it starts spinning around, I guarantee you that 100% of players would just vomit immediately.
As you would in real life.
I will say that this is not the first VR game
You know,
I've played that
follow-
had ladders, and it works really well up until the point where you get to the top of the ladder, and you just kind of have to like push your hand into your torso. The drone.
Alex, everything cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed.
Yeah, it's
then
interesting. This
Is it okay?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a
The
minute.
controls in this game look a lot like they do in what's it called?
Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades.
No.
Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. try to think of
Vanishing Realms.
No, I have not played
which was-
Vanishing Realms.
Which was made by an ex-Valve employee, so...
I'm gonna take a second here.
That might have lifted some
We're
notes from...
take a little pause because there's a puzzle here, which is you get into this area and he doesn't tell you how to find his bunker, and so you have to explore this room, and you find the bunker by opening the locker and pressing that red button. But I just wanted to take a little look around here and show you everything. It's kind of cool. It's in like a nice space.
Yeah.
Blank VHS. Please stand by. Excuse me. Like, you know, kind of old stuff. I have to say that, you know, it really looks like I'm standing in a real space with very fine mesh of cheesecloth over my eyes.
Yeah, that's something that, like... It's one of the things that the screen door effect actually helps with, is to make
Cover
it...
up, like, little problems,
cover up
yeah.
the fact that, like, oh, these are actually, you know, 3D polygons, and it's all actually way too smooth, and
Alyx,
you look at it
great.
close enough, you can see the textures.
Wait, my gun's okay.
Nope, it exploded.
That said, I would still
I'm fine,
prefer
by the way.
less screen door effect.
Right,
than
good.
more.
That's the main.
All right, and I'm inside the lab now, and
I
immediately
do like
we
the
see
idea
this.
that he would just leave you out there forever if you didn't push the button.
It's one of those little things that, like, it's fine. So, we already see he's been naming an invention, the really useful something electronic lightweight levitating blank, or the Russells. So I want you to guess what this character's name is.
Russell.
It's Steve, right?
They've got Dad.
I know. This is bad.
Oh, little
We're gonna find out what he knows, and then.
Is the
Yeah,
voice
they're
on the
gonna
radio the same VA
God.
as Corin from Voltron?
But
I have no idea. You'll have to look that
we've
up.
got
I'm not going to
something
pop
they
into IMDb
Which
right
is?
now.
my plan to get him back.
Let's
Great.
see.
Let's hear it.
Now, pretty soon they're gonna realise that your dad is not gonna talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially, maybe not though. I mean, they could just drill into
Stop.
his. Oh yeah, still your dad. Right. Well, what they will do is take him by train from here. This is Eli to Nova Prospect.
And if he gets on that train,
Oh, somebody else responded
it.
and said yes. It's
Not
Use
necessarily.
Darby.
Grab something that
Great.
represents us.
Okay, so I have to grab something that represents
is it
us.
Reese or Rise?
Reese. It's the Scout!
Okay, that's you.
I thought you said us.
I dropped it.
Well, one of us, me, will have to stay here.
This is reminding me of like the
All right. Fair
back
enough.
in
Just outside, there's a second
2014,
train that also
2015,
leads out
when,
of City 17 through the
you know,
quarantine
the-
zone.
Okay.
you had like
Both trains
the
intersect here
second
at
generation
Fairview Junction.
Oculus
You
Dev
take your
kit, and that
train,
was about as
get
far
there
as
before
anyone's
his train,
gotten. And you
and
had
hack
things
into the
like
controls.
there was a
That'll
tested
let me
video
take
of them
over the
playing
system. Train
TF2
comes
in
to a halt,
VR, and
you
just
turn on
like
the combine situation.
it
was
boy.
terrible.
and we get your dad back.
It was really
Sounds
bad.
good. Where's the train I'm taking?
Out the back.
So what I'm trying to do, which
It's
is a little
decommissioned, but I think I
perverse
can hack into its
with how I
controls.
normally play this, is instead of like
and
actually
get yourself
looking
a pair of
down,
Russells on the
I'm
way
trying to
out.
look forward and then
Russells?
like look down
The
with my
gloves,
peripheral
Alyx.
vision.
You know, the gravity gloves.
I think that'll probably
I
feel
have a
more
few
natural
sets through
to
there.
viewers, but
you can calibrate them
it's not
outside
quite as
ship.
immersive for
Got it.
me.
We
So
can do
it's
this.
not how I normally play.
You got that, didn't you? That I said we could do it? Because we're gonna do
All
it.
right, so here
Yeah, we are.
we've got our
with
gameplay
you
mechanic
every step of
interface
the way.
devices. These are like little miniature gravity guns. They're not as good, and they also hold our HUD elements because there's nothing on my end for HUD.
right.
Okay. I actually really think that this is a cool solution. So, we've got like little hearts here. That's my health. It's currently pretty severely damaged because I was in a car crash. This here, that represents my resin. That's like a resource I can use to upgrade guns and stuff. This only
Interesting.
beeps. This only beeps when I'm looking at it, incidentally.
So I'm curious. So there's no like HUD element floating on the screen for you.
Nope. Absolutely
Well, there
not.
is for us.
Oh yeah. They put that in there for spectators so that they can.
Yeah,
follow
that's
along,
neat.
Yeah, but no, I have no HUD elements at all.
Yeah, so you gotta collect, 100 coins so you can get a green mushroom.
Yeah, no, it's for weapon upgrades. There will never ever be another video game where you don't upgrade weapons, even the next Animal Crossing. See, that jumping solution is not terribly immersive, but it's fine.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of hoping I'd get to take this car somewhere, but then again, I've never driven a car in a VR game and found it the slightest bit, like,
Alright, you know how
not
this goes.
horrible.
There should be a bunch of junk
I've
down
flown
there. Aim at
planes
something
in
with your hand
VR.
open.
Oh yeah, and like Elite Dangerous is fine, but cars
Yeah.
for some reason just don't fucking work. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, so here's how the gravity gun mechanic works. I point
Now
my hand at
target
something,
with the Russells. You're attached.
and it
Make
gets
a
a
grip.
slight orange grip
You've
below.
got it. Just
I
a
make
little
a grip,
flick of the wrist. Now
and
catch
flick
it.
my wrist.
Boom. Yep. Great. Try again.
and this feels really stupid the first time you're doing it, and then
Yep,
like
you're tethered.
becomes
Now close
second
your hand.
nature.
Just like that.
really fast.
One more time.
Huh.
Registered. Now flick your wrist to bring it in. Catch it. You're on it. Perfect. We're done.
And it feels really cool because like this is how you
I
loot the
almost
environment,
forgot.
basically.
Alex, up
So you
here.
just,
Yeah,
like,
that is
I need a
interesting.
gun. Don't worry, it's
so, like-
unloaded. It's unloaded now.
And you know what that does? It means that, you know, if you're playing in teleport mode, you don't necessarily need to be like awkwardly teleporting around
Pick
so
up
that
the
you
gun,
get
Alex. Oh,
the
almost
objects
forgot.
that you want
Guns
to
need
touch
ammo.
within your virtual
Here you go.
box that you can interact with. And 'cause, like, I'm sure you can, like, I don't know how the Rift S, I think is what you have, does bounds, but I'm sure there's a warning for like, oh, you can't just physically walk off and run into a wall.
Yeah. Okay, so here's how this game's gun interface works. I'm not holding down the grip button right now, it grips the gun naturally. I can press the thumbstick and it brings up like a menu where I can select anything I have. And you could do this like pretty fast in a crisis, so it's not as bad as you might suspect. There's a lot of game like Doom Eternal. I don't know if I just wasn't used to it or if like I tried to do it under too tense a circumstance. Like they didn't give me enough tutorial, but I remember weapon switching in Doom Eternal was or not Doom Eternal, Doom VR was a huge pain in the ass. Okay, one thing that's worth pointing out is that my latency with my controllers is not
Good. Great.
amazing
Did have the key
right
for it.
now.
But should have given you that. That's on me.
And I think that's because I'm streaming it. You probably won't even notice it, or if you do, it won't be like a huge deal. And it's not even that big a deal to me, but I'm just saying that now just in case I start shitting the bed in a few minutes during combats.
Zachariah says it's not receiver. No, unfortunately, there is no receiver VR game yet.
All right, here we go.
Okay, but there's
Next
hot
stop,
dog
They
torches
should
and
make
hand
one.
grenades where you do everything you do in
Good
receiver,
luck, Alex.
and it's easy because you're using your actual hands, and that's how you're supposed to do
Obviously,
it.
just to let you know,
Yeah.
I am still here though.
I think Onward, I think is the name of it. That military shooter multiplayer VR game where nobody plays it, but you see a bunch of YouTube compilations of clips of like people like running into someone and then just pulling the magazine out of their opponent's gun and throwing it away.
I love those clips. Do you see the one where like there's somebody who's just like swearing through their microphone and trying to like work a bolt action rifle, and the person just like walks up to them as they're like trying to do it, and he just like reaches out and he like does it for them, and then he kills them like just as they figured out that he's fixed their gun for them. The future of trolling is virtual reality.
It's
Hello,
the
Alex?
it's the scene
We might
from
have a problem.
Die
Nothing
Hard
to worry
3
about.
where the
Train stop?
Samuel
Stop,
Jackson has
Yeah,
the safety
what
on.
happened?
It's jammed.
Alright.
When the Combine shut down the quarantine zone, they must have tightened security.
Which means...
Yeah, you're nowhere near Fairview Junction.
Oh, did you ping the
You're
cast
just
chat to see if
outside the
anybody
QZ.
wants to hop in?
And this is as far as we get by train.
Then I'm
No,
headed on foot.
I just do an ad here and see
that
if
that
like
would
to
be
get you in some other way.
responsible.
just do an ad here and see if anybody wants to join.
Oh, Mumbles is here. Hang on, I'm going to add her to the call.
Awesome. Good timing. We're just about to start the actual video game portion.
You might have to like pop over to your Windows interface and like hop in, because sometimes it kicks you out of the call for dumb reasons. But we'll see what happens.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Mumbo!
I'm here.
Yay!
So we were originally doing a secondary Discord stream, but that was causing too much lag for Ruts. So
Also, it was looking terrible, so just go ahead and hop to the YouTube stream.
yeah, if you just navigate over to here.
Okay.
While she's doing that, one thing is when you move your hand near your gun, it automatically like claps to the bottom. I don't know if that improves recoil or if it's just like It feels natural, but one thing it does
Yeah,
do is
that's...
when you get a flashlight, it ensures that the flashlight is always pointing in the direction of the gun.
That's a fairly common thing that a lot of VR games with guns do, is they allow you to double hand your guns.
Yeah.
I assume the position of the gun is like averaged between the two
I
hands.
thought the Combine sealed up the QZ.
So yep, we got a zombie.
This one must have squirted out.
Chad is
Can
asking,
we invite Alyx to the call?
is
She
Alyx
might,
here?
she might be here.
Probably
She
not a
might
one-off
be
thing.
here.
I doubt it.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
I'm just gonna like try to pull her in here.
Okay.
I've had this mic for a bit, but I haven't really been on the show for a while, so... Does it sound
Yeah.
better? Does it sound better? Beta Fasta Cheapa?
Oh, Mumblo, you can share this responsibility. I can't see the chat, so if you see any interesting comments, read them out.
Oh, happily.
Oh yeah, especially any that are calling me stupid and telling me that I suck at video games.
This one
I'm also
says,
calling me stupid.
Rutskarn, more like Buttskarn.
Would you like
Really?
that?
Who wrote that comment?
Listen,
Who wrote
there's
that
resin
one?
Who
around
wrote
here.
that? Who wrote that
Should be a
comment?
compromise.
Where are you? Show yourself!
Keep an eye out. We might be able to upgrade your
I'm fucking
firepower.
around here!
He used to swear.
Alright, yep, got a dude here. Let's just move him not to here. So it actually stops your hand to show the limits of like your physical strength when you're trying to move something.
Okay.
Really wish there was a more bullet friendly approach.
Oh, I wonder if you could use Ring Fit for this.
Oh yeah,
Right?
just yeah, absolutely. Just like be exhausted.
Just plug
within
it
1 hour.
in.
Yeah,
Just plug in the Ring Fit.
it's a
good
realistic
to go.
simulation of just like dying in the post-apocalypse because you're not fit enough.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what
I think I can rewrite this
happens.
with my multi-tool.
I saw a video recently
It's
of
a tool
someone
with
who did a
multiple
stream where they
functions,
spent
so, you know,
24 hours
multi-tool.
on a treadmill playing Skyrim VR, and that just sounds like the best way to break your neck.
All right,
Because
so
like I
this
I
is-
have a treadmill and I play video games on the treadmill, and any video game that involves me like walking around in 3D space just throws me off when I start like tripping and falling off the treadmill.
So this is genuinely exciting. They added Alyx's like tool to like a mini game. Actually, like a bunch of mini games, which are kind of neat.
Oh yeah, that was a thing in Half-Life.
So I can wave a wand here, and it'll show me like where the power's going, a la Gunpoint
Alex, that
by
thing's
Tom
incredible.
Clancy's.
You need an incredible
What?
brand name. Something that really
So
sells
like
it.
I'm basically showing
am I
where
gonna sell
like
it to?
the current is
The
going,
Combine's
and
not
I
going to be here
can
forever.
change around
You should be thinking
circuits
about the future,
so
Alex.
that they do different stuff. So like that's a dead end,
call
and I can
it
show that that goes down here,
Alyx.
and
Are
that's
you playing
Sold
Pipe
reviews of the
Dream?
Rustles, but
Yep, it's a
Provisionally.
little bit
Wow.
like Pipe Dream,
Alex?
but without all the things that
Yeah.
make Pipe Dream terrible.
Hey,
Okay.
chat, does this take you back? This is taking me back. Remember when?
All right, so you remember the health things.
2010, 10 years ago?
The health things in Half-Life. I never actually thought about what they were. This game shows you, and guess what? It's fucking gross. Alright, so pull out the handle. And there's this little fucking maggot thing here, which liquefies.
Whoa.
And then the liquefaction becomes like healing goo, I guess. And how I use it is I put my hand here, and ooh, it gives you little pulses of vibration every time you get tapped. And it's funny how
Like for
vibration.
real?
Yeah,
Like in your real hands?
like yeah. So my real hands, like the controller vibrates a little bit every time it like gets a needle tap. And
Huh.
your
Don't
brain
like
sort
that.
of your brain sort of fills it in, and it's actually pretty. It's not quite uncomfortable, but it's kind of thrilling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Pick up heavy objects with both hands. Living out my fantasy, being able to lift a heavy object with both hands. Living out
So
my fantasy
Rutskarn-
of being as strong as a 19-year-old girl.
Can I get you to help me move?
This is how
I don't actually have to
puberties
move, but
play
I've got
it.
a bunch of heavy stuff you can move around if you want.
Oh, you finally get to feel like you're one of us strong people.
Yes, finally get to feel almost as strong as Mumbles.
Now you know how Mumbles feels in real life all the time.
Yep.
And you just drop the bottle of tequila like it was nothing.
I'm trying to grab that
Oh.
thing there. This is, looks like a book, with like a sword shield on it. Fuck it, don't need books. Fuck that.
Rutskarn,
What?
very important question from chat. How many SIDS long can you throw the barrel?
Motherfuckers! Okay. Gotta get through this lock again.
Oh, careful of that
Get out of here,
barnacle,
rat.
Alyx.
You don't belong here. Oh, shit. Almost forgot. Barnacles.
Oh, I so want to see you get eaten by a barnacle. in VR.
Maybe, if you're a good boy, maybe I'll show you me getting eaten by a barnacle. But it's not my priority. So how you store ammo and stuff is you pick it up and you actually just like hold it over your shoulder. You get a little buzz to show like your feedback, like, hey, you're now holding that, and then you let go.
How'd you meet my
And
dad,
it
anyway? You guys work together at Black Mesa, right?
Drops it,
Yeah.
and
Well, no.
only full
Just making
magazines
a job out of
get
it.
put in your
I
inventory.
interviewed at Black Mesa. They said try again in a year.
So
I
what
can't
happens
tell you
if
what
your
happened after
magazine
that.
isn't full?
Lucky break for
You
me,
lose it.
really. Not a lot of survivors.
It encourages you to
Honestly,
only
it's a
reload
miracle you and your dad
when
got
you
out of it.
actually need to, which makes the game more tense, I have to say. And it also means, oh, fuck you. Yeah, that 100% happens. Fuck!
Oh, they're gross.
What?
Nice one, Ruts.
What?
The game
Nope.
decided I was too close to the
Max left.
barnacle, and I'll let the viewers be the judge about whether that was actually my fault. But so when barnacles die, they give you stuff a lot of the time. Here, let's kill this one.
Yeah, like a spinal column.
Yeah. So
Hands.
I mean, you could always use an extra
Can you
one
pick
of
up?
those.
Can you pick up hands with your hands? Can you pick up severed hands with your hands?
if I find a
God,
severed
use the
hand, I
hand
could.
slap.
Pick up.
Here.
Yeah, give yourself a high five with someone's hand. Right? Anyone?
Mumbles,
There
is
are
that
so
you?
many
Oh my
possibilities.
god, what happened to you? What? You got killed by some nerd? Some jobber nerd? Because you weren't paying attention? I can't believe it. But, I mean, you're telling me, so it must be true. You know what?
No, I'm speaking right now.
Oh, you know what? I feel like I can hear you right now from across the years, just as you used to be. That's okay. I'll give you the burial that you always wanted. Bon voyage, Mumblo! Enjoy being digested along with some other nerd.
Oh, you're in trouble now, bro.
Yeah, bring it.
The thing is that you're in a VR headset right now, and all I have to do is make sure that you're streaming VR headset shit, and then come to your house and punch you in the big old stomach, and you'll be like, "Oof, that's some good VR," and I'm like, "No,
so
it's
immersive.
not, dummy."
You could give that as like part of a on-demand like live service along with your video game.
Yeah,
Bumbles
you want to get
punches
punched
people.
while you're in VR?
Yeah.
He almost punched me while he was in VR once. Actually, several times.
That is true.
Why
you
were you
weren't here when we
standing
talked about that, but the first time he played VR was at my house using my Vive, and I showed him Super Hot, and I was in the room with him, which was not the wisest thing I could have
No,
done.
that's a mistake. You gotta watch from the safety of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Almost got crotch punched.
Trade-in asks, how have the guns felt so far?
The gunplay in this game feels good. I just straight up like it.
Cool.
It's not my favorite VR gunplay, but I mean, my favorite VR gunplay is the game that is literally just a simulation of handling a gun in VR. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
There's other gameplay considerations, and given those, it works pretty well. All right.
Char Delphi, which is definitely the name that we all know her by, says, "Josh, tell Ruts my tip."
Whoa.
What is
What is the tip?
what is this?
It is that you
What's
can
the tip?
shove stuff into your torso instead of reaching around your back.
I don't want to do that. That sounds like less fun. That
Oh,
sounds
you can get a bag. You can get a basket and put all like your stuff in it, and then just carry the basket around.
Yeah, the game freaks out eventually if you do
Oh.
that. Like, I mean, if you're on like
Oh,
a
so you
really
mean it's
high-end
the best
machine,
way
it's
to
probably
do it.
fine. But like,
Oh.
it'll actually crash the game eventually.
Oh, that's
Okay.
too bad.
So this is cool. So I need to get in here, but the door's locked. So I gotta go through the window. But there's a zombie there. So what I gotta do is, it's up, it's down. Just gotta like.
Oh.
And Alyx is like, "Oh, this is sick. This is gross. I don't like doing this." Ah, boy. Just don't want to touch his butt. Don't want to touch his butt.
This is really graphic. This is too graphic even for me, a
Do the
cannibal.
pants come off?
I don't want to see how the sausage is made. Just give me
Well, then the pants better not
charred
come
human
off.
flesh for consuming. Consume it.
Consumable.
We're civilized cannibals here.
Ha. Thought you could hide this resin from me, but you couldn't. I'm going to miss some resin, by the way. Is there any? I don't know if there are any Half-Life Alyx completionists already, but I'm 100% going to miss power-ups and resources. Let's see. So I got. Oh no, I did actually pull out my gun to see my ammo. I got 70 bullets left, and they blow you to full security by letting you really stock up on bullets, and then. Oop, missed my backpack. And then they just dump a bunch of headcrabs that just eat a bunch of ammo, and the next thing you know, you don't feel so cool anymore.
I kind of expected the game to look different from Half-Life 2, and I'm kind of sad it doesn't.
So, like, kind of a different art style, or like an art style?
No, like, I don't know, different stuff.
That's the control panel.
Seems like it's all
I'll
the same
probably scramble
stuff.
the circuit.
There's new stuff.
Considering no one would be dumb enough to
Okay.
open the hatch,
Like
it
set
shouldn't be too hard to
pieces, or
prepare.
just like you're doing different stuff?
Little column A, little column B. So there's gonna be another puzzle here, and this is, I like this kind of escape room style puzzle because like you can do stuff that is not budget possible inside an actual escape room. All right, I need a power source, and well, you know, there's one right here. So I gotta get my thingy.
That's one of the weird things about watching this to me is that like a lot of it is environments that are very familiar from Half-Life 2, but they look like
Sorry.
So
Like,
I gotta get this thing
wrong and better, like better and therefore wrong.
off model.
Like they're all higher
quality.
resolution.
Yeah. I need to get this thing around to that thing without hitting any red nodes.
Oh, this is like those electricity balls that your grandpa has, and then you like put your hands on them,
Yeah,
and
like
then
a
you put your
Spencer's
face
gift.
on it,
Like
and then
your
your mom's like,
grandpa buys
"Stop
it.
putting your face
You know,
on it,
Russell.
Kelly.
Like
You'll
your-
break it."
No,
And I'm
like
like,
your
"I'm not
grandpa
doing it that
buys.
hard."
Like your grandpa buys at Spencer's Gifts.
I don't know anything about
along with the
Yeah.
quarantine t-shirt.
Well, actually, the word
Yeah,
quarantine
yeah.
comes from the Italian quaranta
Or like the sand
giorni,
one with the
which
water.
means
You know what I'm
40
talking about,
days.
Josh?
The
Where
period
it's like
when all ships
it's got
were
the water
required
and then
to
the sand, and then you turn it
before
over, and it's
go
like
ashore during the Black
the
Death.
sand is going to the other place now.
So
Cool.
Those were like the most interesting thing in the entire doctor's office that
Okay.
I
Yes.
was at when I was a kid.
this is a laser beam here, and it's going through these like big old like intestine brains. And what you gotta do is
Fun.
you gotta like spank these bingo wheels so the
Okay.
beam goes through them, and it powers on.
Is this a gambling euphemism?
Spank
going
those
to the
bingo wheels.
Spank the bingo wheel, Josh.
Yeah,
Spank the
you're
bingo wheel.
from. You would know. You live in Casino Land. You should
Yeah,
know.
well, all the casinos are closed forever.
There we go.
Oh,
Finally.
fun.
I'm gonna head in.
Oh,
How
have
far
you
is
watched
Porky
through
Junction?
like
You'll
the
go
ghost
through the
town?
old
Are you
subway
allowed
tunnel
to?
on your way to the train yard.
Have they started moving down
So
yet?
I've
I
thought
don't
about
think so,
driving
which is
down
good news,
to
because we're still
Las
on
Vegas
time.
Boulevard and taking a look
Great.
around, but like
Or bad news,
I don't
because
want
we've already
to
killed
waste the
them.
gas
And you
on
don't
that
cool.
because it's
Yeah.
like it is 20 miles
burner.
away. Like it's not close.
Still there, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fair.
So visually, this part looks kind of new.
Okay, here we go.
Russell, are you seeing this?
Whoa.
It just looks like
Alright.
a pea corner.
Here we
I'm
go.
not impressed.
When do we get to see Ravenholm?
See, I move my hand through those things and they retreat. Oop. I am too near my chaperones.
Jacob Ham said that the game audio is really loud. Is anyone else experiencing that? And or is there anything we can do about that?
I can just turn it down again.
Okay.
Why are you fondling the?
Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Stop.
I think it's important that I think science
No.
demands that I find out what it feels like.
Aw, Jacob, thanks. I'm glad to be here for now. My court mandated spoiler warning.
Oh, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it.
Oh, Ruts, what have you done?
He's still going. He's still going. Make him stop.
These walls are just like covered in alien vomit, so that's fun. What an immersive experience. All right. So So I haven't actually found any enemies yet. I think it's pretty smart that they held that off. So was anybody else coming? I think we're totally fine with this crew, but
I think it's just us.
cool.
Again, Chris was around at like 6, but then he disappeared.
Oh, yeah, we didn't. We
Alyx
kept
is
this
not
plan.
here, so
We kept this plan loose, so it's fine.
I could probably get Glitch if we wanted.
I think we're
No,
good
he's
with
so
just the three of
loud.
us.
He's so loud.
The game was already quick.
You know, don't tell him I said that, but woof.
Hey, Ruslan. I just found a loose range of...
You just have to be careful not to ever say that in a public place or around other people.
Yeah, it's, you know.
I don't...
The thing is that I'm
You
also
are.
I can get loud, and so you
Probably
only need
medicine
one.
then.
You only need one loud.
It's like you know, yeah. You got like, we got our party together. We got the nerd. We got
Yeah.
the Joshua, and then we've got the loud, and so we're good.
Here's a question I've always wanted to ask you, Rutskarn. If I was a D&D class, what would I be?
Barbarian is my first
hear that?
instinct.
Cool.
Also go Barbarian.
Neato.
Barbarian or Ranger, actually.
Do they have high
Yeah, that's-
charisma? I feel like I
the way
need to
we
have
gotta
something
go.
with high
No
charisma.
shortcut?
It could be good for a Barbarian because it feeds into their Intimidate.
Can you
Oh.
multi-class Barbarian Bard?
But Ranger
Oh.
also has Ranger and Druid also have good charisma synergy because they have handle animals, a skill that's kind of around
Oh,
their
yeah.
big thing. So it's charisma.
I do take care of animals. I was taking care of a puppy that couldn't get adopted because of the whole thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And so they are fostering a puppy, and I take care of it.
So check out this Motorhead fan, who is also a headcrab.
You name 5 of their albums. You're not a real
Motorhead,
fan.
Motorhead,
You shaved the zombies into
1916,
leaving.
Ace in Spades. Lemmy loves drinking a bottle of scotch every single day. Okay, so I will actually say that I listen to quite a bit of Motorhead.
Do you do or you don't?
I do.
That's the reason for the facial hair. You didn't listen to it when you were in college, but now that you have facial hair, you listen to Motorhead. Is that correct?
Sure. Alright, so this feels weird, but these guys take as many bullets to kill as they did in Half-Life 2, which is to say,
All
a
right,
lot
that
of
seems to work.
shooting.
Let's keep doing that.
You can see how many
Shoot,
bullets
shoot,
I've got here. There's like little lights on the side of the gun, and the light at the top is whether or not there's a round in the chamber.
Okay.
And if I run out of rounds in the chamber, I also have to rack the slide when I reload it.
Rack that slide.
Give that guy a ride.
I had a soda.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about something. Oh, right. I want to tell you about this, Mumbles. Since we're talking about Rangers. I thought you would like
Okay.
this. The second edition Player's Handbook specifies that if you're a ranger and you get an animal companion, you don't necessarily like even know that you're a ranger at the time. And also, that your animal companion, like, you don't have like a magical link to it or anything. It just is an animal that likes you and follows you around. Like, you can't really command it any more than you could a regular animal that type. So it gives an example of just like this old dude who lives in the woods and there's a bear. It's like, yeah, I don't mind the bear, just follows me around. Can't make him do nothing he don't want to do. He just kind of follows me around.
Oh man, I want to play like a barbarian / ranger that always has like a fanny pack of like nuts, and then like I'm like, oh yeah, I just like to feed my crows, and then I just accumulate more crows as as it goes on.
All right, I'm living dangerously here. I've only got one bullet and one in the chamber of my gun.
Oh, big iron.
So to get through here, there's like a little iron bar here that I have to pull out of the way. But I'm gonna take stock of my situation first.
Do you
There's
get a
head
crowbar
crab.
that you can hit stuff with?
No.
Does he get a crowbar that he can hit stuff with?
There's no melee weapons in this game. At least none that I found in my brief time with it.
Crowbar.
Mhm.
Crowbar would be my weapon as a barbarian / ranger. Get
Yeah,
it?
crows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clever.
Uh-huh.
And then your crows can get drunk on it when you're not in combat.
Oh my god, I run a crowbar. I have a crowbar. And I'm the friend of the crows.
You're the crow bartender. Okay,
We're
I think,
crow
I think some
bartender.
of this glass is absorbing my bullets.
That's not
So
very nice
I'm back
of it.
down to 3 bullets. Getting out of here.
So,
What?
I've got this image in my head now of like you as a barbarian wearing like rags and whatever, and then just a fanny pack made of nylon.
That's me in real life. That's well, with Zumba pants.
Well, yeah.
That's got. I know that's not really on brand with D&D high fantasy. I wear Zumba pants.
So you're looking just fine, and you can see, right?
Yeah.
Well, for our perspective, the sights are going above the top of the frame.
Oh, that's good. How weird is that?
That's about center.
Okay, so yeah, I don't always hold the gun in center, which might confuse people who are used to that happening in FPSs. I hold the gun where it makes sense at the time, which is usually center, but sometimes I have to like respond to something quickly, or like I want to get kind of an angle so I can shoot the guy.
Oh, shoot from the hip.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ruts, shoot from the hip. Big iron.
You can't spin a gun in this game.
I heard that song recently, and now can't stop thinking about Big Iron.
Well, I heard it in a 12-second long video with a dog in it.
I heard it in a Disneyland walkthrough, so I miss Disneyland.
What did Disneyland have to do with Big Iron?
They play the song in the Western area.
Oh, they do sometimes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a pretty good album. Just Big Iron, the one Big Iron's on, Cowboy Songs by, is that Marty Robbins?
Oh. No, I have no idea, but I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds too impressive. I'm skeptical that you're not just making that
No,
up.
shh, just let it happen.
Yeah, it's also got cool water on it for anybody who watched Buster Scruggs. That's what that's from.
Cool water,
At
is
least he
that some kind
performed
of
it.
like Doritos flavor?
Like, 80s synth rock.
Cool water Doritos. Oh, you know what?
Cool water Doritos. I like to steep my Doritos in tea. So then you get that Cool Ranch flavor with the benefit of tea.
This is so horrible. I'm not even listening. I'm just hearing the words and like the words and the contours of what they mean, but I'm like I'm refusing to parse them. I feel like I'm no longer a native English speaker for the purposes of that sentence.
I'm much more of a coffee drinker, so I just grind them up real fine and put them in a drip coffee maker.
Yeah, but you're a nacho cheese kind of guy.
Yeah.
I know you. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the other thing. You can grab stuff and put them in your pockets, which are in your wrists. See that? Fun, right?
That's a nice place to put
What
pockets.
is that?
Fabricator.
That is
What
a
is
thing.
it?
You stick it in a healing wall kit, and it turns it on.
No, but it
Why?
picks up that pistol
It's the
nicely.
bug that it
Good
gets
thing,
squished to
too,
make the
I gave
healing
you one of my
Kool-Aid.
lesser guns.
I
Oh.
know, right?
Well, in case it doesn't.
I don't like that.
I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest.
I'd rather drink Cool Ranch
You owe me a
tea.
gun anyway. That's
Oh,
what-
I missed that. You're gonna have to not say that again. Alright, so this is the gun upgrade system. Those like blue pucks I've been picking up are basically like 3D printing gel specifically for gun upgrades.
Same.
And I
Okay.
can buy a reflex sight if I want to.
That's so weird because like 3D printers just weren't a thing when Half-Life 2 came out.
Yeah.
Well, no. My library had one like 2 years ago. Oh. Oh, you mean like Half-Life 2?
Yeah, like when do you think Half-Life 2 came out, Mumbles?
I don't know when this takes place.
Oh, that red.
This
now I
takes
got
place
my-
in the future, Josh. Anything's possible.
Actually, I think this is in the past now.
So the downside of this
Oh.
is that the iron sight is pretty much useless now, but now I got a little like laser sight.
Neat. So do you only have the one gun, or do you get like do you,
get
ever
more
get the
guns.
shotgun?
You get more guns. You get a shotgun pretty soon. It's
Okay.
not the shotgun. You get a shotgun.
Do you get a missile launcher?
Probably. I don't know.
Rocket launcher?
I'm only like 4 chapters in.
Flamethrower?
Yes. I'm only 4
Cool.
chapters in, but you definitely get a flamethrower.
Awesome. Oh, good. That's what
You
I
get
wanted
the
to hear.
super gravity gun.
Hey, look. I've got a flamethrower right now. Close
Portal
your eyes
gun?
and then open them in like 1 second, and I'm gonna use my
Okay.
flamethrower.
Here
Oh,
you
I
go.
used it. Look, bam.
Whoa!
Oh wow, I lit my en fuego. Actually, I did not.
So you just blew it up just now for us?
Yes. And then I
No,
bought
why did you guys ruin it for me? I just wanted to believe. You guys gotta
kayfabe.
learn how to play.
It's like
Learn
how
to
wrestlers
play.
slash themselves with razor blades.
You guys don't know the first thing about keeping it kayfabe. Not the first thing at all.
Probably not actually totally wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a big look at this head crab. It's like a Foster Farms chicken looking motherfucker. Look at this
I would
guy.
never play this game.
They're so much bigger than you think they should be.
Oh,
But they fit on a
God.
head.
It's like a really big turkey.
Alright, you guys ready for this? Here it comes.
Ah.
No, 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 no!
Ah!
No!
Okay.
I could
That
never
is
play
how
this game.
Rutskarn would go out.
Yeah, this game is also pretty. There's some scary stuff in this game. A little later.
There's
on.
okay. Listen, first of all, I can't play VR at all anyway.
Yeah.
But if I could, I still wouldn't play this. It's so like gross and dark and like not Portal. Like, why would I play it?
Man, Portal VR would be like. It would be like when your older brother convinces you to get on like a carnival ride, and then they help the carny like spin it even harder.
Nice shooting, Alyx.
Well, there's that one where you
You know,
just
for all
hang
your
out in the
talk
room
about
with
what a lesser
GLaDOS.
gun this is.
How
Yeah,
does
that's
Campster say GLaDOS? How do you guys say it? GLaDOS?
I say the GLaDOS brand of air freshener and associated air freshener products. So I'm a little peeved because I got hurt, but I actually managed to get to like chapter 3.5 before I took damage the first time.
Hit crab!
I see it.
Oh.
And you can kind of be careful a little bit.
Do you get Achievos?
You do get Chivos, I think, but I don't know which ones I have.
Hmm.
Because I have a life, and I don't check my Chivos.
Where to go?
What? Oh, excuse me for liking Chivos. Sorry, I
Chivos
like
in your tea, make
Chivos.
Chivo flavored powdered dust tea.
Oh, my bad.
Yep, there it is. Found it. Probably only one of those.
Okay. Looks like there's nothing around here. Oh, I'm full up on healing items. So I've got like, you only have 2 inventory slots for stuff besides resin and ammo. And I have one of mine is like a healing stim pack, which you actually have to like.
Okay, two of them.
Pardon me. And the other is like a thing you plug into the healing packs on the wall, which can heal you for more. The stim packs only give you like 1 point and 1 heart of healing. Oh, also, maybe I've just been playing too many like retro-styled roguelike-ish games. But I kind of figured that like the hearts would each be like 1 hit, but no, they like get smaller and bigger.
Oh, so they're more Zelda-ish.
Yeah, and I should have been paying more attention because like when you first get them, like one of the hearts is kind of small, and that should be like your signal, like, oh, the hearts can be of different sizes.
Right.
Hearts can be of all different sizes. They can be Mumble-sized.
Tall and muscular. That's me. Mumblo size.
Yes, Mumble-sized.
Heard anything about Dad, Russell?
Mumblo Saxon.
No. Radio silence since he got on the train.
Damn it.
Well, the good news is he's probably fine.
How do you know that?
Because they're taking him to
I think
Nova
that's
Cross
neat, the
torture.
thing you're doing with
That's
the
torture place.
hand crank
So they're hardly
there.
going to torture him before
Yeah,
they
it
get
is kind of
there.
neat.
So he's fine.
Like that it just sort of works that way.
Yeah, it's immersive. What doesn't work 100% well, if I can counter that with a negative thing, is putting them on. Like, doesn't really feel like it's easy to get your hand at the right angle for putting the cranks on the wall when you like find them lying around the level. But yeah, the actual cranking itself, this game's discrete little actions are actually pretty immersive.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, I just,
We're gonna be getting to the pee pants part of the game pretty soon.
Oh boy.
Well, this is a good time to mention this from chat. Ruts, if you're shooting one-handed, you got to turn the gun sideways
No.
for cool points.
Yeah, that's true.
For a second, I thought for sure that was going to be an actual suggestion. I don't know what possessed me.
Yeah, you really should have known better.
Russell,
What's this green thing
seen
doing?
this?
We're about to meet a cool NPC.
Floating garbage?
It
Oh,
looks
okay.
like
That's an eyeball.
cardboard.
Yeah, it is an eyeball.
Right. Well, seems
This was
harmless.
burned down by the
Yeah.
volunteer fire brigade.
Weird though.
Are we meeting Horus or something?
Horse? I love horses.
Who's Horus?
Who's horse?
The Eye of Horus, you know.
Oh, I see.
Whoa, this is
thought it just-
history's
I didn't
buff
think you meant
stuff.
like history's mysteries. I thought you were just referring to like a random guy.
No.
My name's Josh. I read books about history.
All right, you guys
I
ready
read
for?
non-fiction books.
Are you guys ready to see a puzzle that I
Have a
literally
library
am not
full of
100% sure how I solved it last time I solved it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk out here. There's a bunch of like weird dot
is
patterns, and here's like a box of buttons. And some of these button patterns you can plug in, and it does nothing, and one of them does something. And I don't know how I knew which one did something, but I think it's that one right there.
When do we get the seesaw physics puzzle?
Yeah. Seesaw.
See,
Seesaw. Put a cement brick on one side and jump on the other.
okay, here. Tell you what, I think I can accommodate you. Let's
Woohoo!
here's a brick. Okay, let me stand on this log. Get down. Oh, okay. Seesaw. All right. All right. Dad's tired. No more horsey rides. Let's get back to the video game.
All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is Alyx.
All right.
Alex,
What does this
you
stuff
alright?
mean?
What's wrong?
That means
I'm
head
fine,
crab.
Russell. What's that?
Okay.
I'm losing
You
your
can tell
signal.
because it
What
looks
they
like a head
painted
crab.
it?
Alex,
What's good? What are they painted
you
in?
keep hitting
What's it painted in?
and trying to
Oh,
get
I
off
think
ground.
they painted a head
Russell?
crab because they forgot what
Russell?
it was called.
Oh. Same. Just kidding. I'm a real nerd. / gamer.
You're like a big Half-Life nerd. You're the head editor
Oh yeah.
on the
Ask me
Half-Life lore
anything.
wiki.
Ask me anything about Half-Life.
Okay. What's Eli Vance's middle name?
Butts.
Eli Butts Vance.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, that is
nerd.
accurate.
Oh, dang it.
What clubs did Gordon Freeman join in college?
Cocaine lovers.
Cool enough to join
Pill
clubs.
poppers. Race car drivers.
He went home to his
Limousine
dorm
owners. Take
at
it to
8
Space Mountain.
p.m. and went to bed every night.
No, that's not how I see Gordon Freeman.
All right,
I
we
only
have
see
Vortigaunt.
him as inside of Freeman's mind.
Welcome to
Freeman.
Cooking Vortigaunt.
Is that Tony Todd?
Thanks.
I don't know.
I have the stream muted for obvious
what's that
reasons, so I
Vortigaunt
can't tell.
doing here?
I honestly have no idea.
Right, but I mean in general.
Chat says to go back and look at the wall mural.
Ah!
No,
too late.
too late.
Oh,
Oh, he's
sorry
cooking.
then.
brain is injured.
That's terrible.
Oh, yummies.
And I hope. Look, I'm actually pretty busy looking for my
This guy's
father.
awesome.
You gotta take the bones out before you put it in the soup, bro.
Yes.
The
You can use that
Combine
later for
and I'm
broth.
really
Everybody
digging
knows
it.
He's not
that.
going to offer you food.
Combine.
He is going to.
Yes. Do not go yet. I must show
See,
you
he's got like a little
something.
chip on his head.
I
I'm just gonna
appreciate
point and be
I can't stick around.
It is
I want to kiss him on his little head.
I know. I'm sure it is.
The
Yeah, I'll see if I can get close enough to kiss him.
must
Yeah, I want to kiss him.
Heads look smaller.
I
than
want
they
to
used
give you a kiss on the forehead.
Okay.
Give him a little baby kiss. Yay.
Oh no, he's not coming. Oh, here.
No.
I got it. Oh. Alright. I don't know if I got a piece of him or not. Let's just blow him a kiss.
Next time, next time.
Can Vortigaunts be head crabbed?
I don't. If they have, they're holding that trump card for like an emergency MOBA or something.
No, I mean, like, that's never actually, we've never seen it happen.
Sorry.
like
What's
the
this green
Eli
stuff?
fans.
It's the new stuff.
The Alyx fans will free them.
It looks
would
like it
help.
belongs in a
I
Riddler
really
layer.
would, but
But yeah, and
the
along
Alyx
like
Vance
the
is
glowing shit
honestly
on
This guy
the
the
wall.
very
Riddler.
busy saving for
He's
Dad.
the Riddler. I would know.
You're not
Actually,
sure.
I would know.
Now go and
not
check
a
down
joke.
my 90 trophies.
He will.
Savage son of a
Is
joke.
or will be.
It is a matter of perspective.
All right, there we go. We
But
got him.
Alyx Vance alone
Confirmed.
cannot prevent his fate.
Aww.
Look,
So how do you ask him out on a
thank you
Oh.
for everything, but I really have to go. I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for riddles.
No riddles. The Combine drilled here.
Riddles!
I am
Riddles!
severed
Riddles, you
from
guys!
essence.
He said riddles! It's the
Did.
Riddler.
Look, it says, look, you could just see the tattoo. It says Riddler
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
from
He's here.
Batman's Arkham
Look,
Knight.
If I can.
Oh my god.
Make
I run
sure to
across your
get the
friends.
tank DLC.
I will see what I can
Yes!
Batman just shows
You
up
have
halfway
saved
through.
my
For
king.
like one
Subtle
encounter
reference.
and leaves, no explanation.
Then you will.
There's a subtle reference to the Batman franchise of video games when Batman appears.
Alex.
It's my Batman impression.
Alright, so now I have to jump down. Jump up, and get down.
Batman shows up, but it's the Michael Keaton.
I will help the Alyx fans.
Whoa.
Look to the northern sky.
Michael Keaton Batman
Why?
was
For
a weird
guidance.
choice.
Okay, thanks.
A lot of
Are you
weird
done
choices.
helping?
I am not here. Sustenance.
Are you
I'll
done?
Eat it later. Thanks for the help.
You will be welcome.
Now I'm done.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna sit here and eat the head crab.
Aw, too
Why
bad.
not?
It's like more than my body weight. Kidding me?
Like saute it. And
You need the
Butter.
energy.
Need the protein.
Need that
Man,
protein.
bodybuilders in the
freeze
Half-Life
it.
2 universe are just fucked.
and then throw it into a deep fryer.
Could
You
you
gotta-
actually? No, but for real, are they edible or
No.
is that just a joke?
It was
I
just-
feel like they-
I actually
in-
kind of tried to eat it, and it's a joke.
Oh, too
In
bad.
Half-Life 2, I think there are like some bits where like Resistance members are eating head crabs. They like have head crab steaks and stuff.
I'd try it.
I'd try it. I'm an adventure
Yeah.
eater.
Yeah, I mean it's the end of the world anyway. Who cares?
Anything with a good amount of salt will taste good.
Yep.
Barbecue sauce, a good
Eh.
grill.
Any comments of note?
Yeah. I have. This is not appealing to me whatsoever. Is what I'm gonna say. What's the appeal of this?
Of this game?
Yes, I don't
awesome.
get it.
It's awesome. It's
I
actually
get-
fun.
Alex,
I'm
the
sure
signal's
it's
back. Can you hear
fun
me?
for
Are
you.
okay?
It's just.
Russell,
It's so
I'm good.
grim and like
Yeah.
there's a couple
The bottom on
jokes,
the
but
train.
not
He's on the
much,
move.
and
You gotta find
everything's
the
so
junction before they
dark.
get there.
I'm working on it.
This guy's pretty funny. He's got some more yuck yucks coming up here.
I just need more yuck yucks is the issue here.
So let me rephrase my request. Are there any YouTube comments?
Oh, my bad. Sorry for expressing an opinion. I'll go back to my
you know what?
Says in
Apology.
chat, Portal
Mostly-
is better than Half-Life 2.
You know, what I would not say, even though I believe it, is that Portal 2 is better than Half-Life 2. I would never say it. I would never say that out loud because nerds would get mad at me.
I might actually agree with you on that one.
But
So anything
do,
happen when you
do
cut
I
out?
have more fun with
We're not
Portal
gonna do
2?
this.
Yes.
But
I
very
Yes.
agree. I mean, I think Portal 2 is like one of
What's
my
he doing down there?
favorite video
Hiding.
games.
I think he's
When you get right down to it.
What?
So
I'm
I'm-
biased though.
I was sort of like half-heartedly poking at these guys, but their deal is that like their backs are completely indestructible, and then like they've got their bellies,
Oh,
which are vulnerable.
turtles.
Yeah, they're ninja turtle head crabs.
Oh my god.
Man,
And this
what
is actually okay. So I didn't have this power up because I didn't want a reflex sight, and this is kind of why it's actually harder to hit them, like with the reflex sight kind of getting in the way at this range.
Okay. Just seems
There we
like
go, one.
you're shooting them and you're in no danger.
I am in no danger because I am. This is the tutorial for these kinds of head crabs. Because otherwise you would be completely fucked. Because you'd be like, "What's going on? Why is this happening?
Oh.
Why
So
am I dying?"
Chris is here now.
Oh,
It seems he did not know about the stream, so I don't know how that happened. Let
I
me
mean, we
drag
posted
him
it
in
like
here.
8 times in the chat, but whatever. Maybe he has a life and a career, and his own irons in the fire. And also, it's just been kind of a crazy busy time generally. So what I'm saying is, it's
Yeah.
completely okay that he didn't know there was a stream.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
We're playing the Half-Life, Alyx.
Back into the pea cave. Ugh.
Yep. The TP cave. Is that what they're saying in like Mother, or like in Smash Bros? Like P cave fire, P cave freeze.
I used to do a really good impression of that, but now I'm
man?
in my
You
30s.
did give me a head crab to eat.
Oh, great.
You're your
What did
30s,
it
and I
taste
know
like?
that you
Tell
did
me how
not
Russell,
like
Russell.
pick up a smoking
I
habit,
didn't eat it.
but
Right.
it's kind of there's
Of
like a
course you
little bit of that in
didn't.
there
That's
somewhere.
the right.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
I think that's
It's
just
just
like
age.
it's just world weariness.
Yeah.
Actually, Ruts is the only person here who's not in their 30s.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm 28.
To be 28 and playing VR Half-Life.
Oh yeah, all your best days were spent 28 years old and playing
to
virtual
be
reality
28.
Half-Life, Alyx. I forgot that you were a Valve employee and a time traveler. That's right. What a wild time your 20s were.
Oh, what a time! I used to be a tester at Valve. I have already played this game. I'll stop.
So Chris, just to bring you in on the loop, I obviously can't see the chat, so if you see any interesting comments, feel free to shout.
Oh yeah, everyone agrees that Portal 2 is better than Half-Life 2. Booyah!
There's also a big debate in chat over whether Chris should
That's already
actually
been
read
shotgun.
any of these comments or not.
Interesting.
Oh,
Another
that's
interesting
helping.
question to ask is, does Chris have a microphone?
I do.
Hello.
Hi. I said hi earlier.
Did you?
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
I
see-
was doing my
Are you guys
accent over
ready?
you.
I'm gonna see if I can bean this guy with the bottle. Alright, here we go. Nuts. Where's another bottle? There's one. It's not quite within range of my gravity gun, though. Oh, there's one. If I could just... Alright, here we go.
What is the purpose of this puzzle?
This is not a puzzle. I'm just throwing balls at a dead
He's
guy.
just having fun.
Yeah, I'm just having jollies.
Did you miss twice?
Yeah.
He's like 8 feet away.
Okay. Do you think that throwing in this game works 100% like throwing an actual
my
physical
God.
bottle would? Or
I don't know. You've been
What do
acting
you
like that
suspect?
for everything else.
Oh my god.
Okay. Done. So you hop down here, and here's the puzzle. He's being suspended by like this pulley here.
Everybody's just making fun of you in chat, Rutskarn. Everyone's like, woof.
That's fine.
Get good at sports, idiot.
Wii Sports Half-Life Edition.
Why are like half the puzzles in this game pulling tubes in or out of things?
I mean, it works pretty
Campster
well.
coming in hot.
Yeah, really.
I mean, to be fair, this actually feels exactly like doing this would. Like it makes sense, like as a system of pulley. Okay, so now I can. Now that I've pulled that here, I can just reach down there and kind of. Yeah, there we go. I've got a shotgun and it's unloaded.
I'm out.
So I gotta. Oh shit! I don't have any ammo. I gotta. Okay.
that looked incredibly precarious, like you were about to fall down the hole.
I was about to fall down the hole. Okay, rack the slide. And now I think they're probably going to come after me any second now. Yep. Okay.
Last two shots.
You know the weirdest game I ever played in VR?
What did that be, Josh?
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. There's a VR version of it.
Is there?
Sounds,
We did it.
But
sounds
it's
like
just
it's anime-ish. Does it have anime?
No, this is that Ninja Theory game about the Viking lady whose dead
Oh.
husband's head in a bag. I hope it's Ninja Theory and not the other Ninja Studio.
I did believe
And
it's not that
it's
studio,
like
wow.
the gameplay is basically just this Dark Souls, like third person action.
In VR?
Yeah, so the way the VR works is you're just floating behind
No.
and you just drive the character around normally, like with a normal controller, and you're just like kind of
fucking
floating in the
sucks.
air.
Like, why did they do that?
That's weird. It's
That's-
so bizarre.
That's among the most superfluous VR implementations I've ever heard.
I can't even watch Mirror's Edge normally. Mirror's Edge, if Josh has played it for me before, I can't even watch it. It makes me feel sick. It's true. I don't know what it is about that parkour stuff.
I mean, that game was pretty notorious for making people feel ill.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on.
I wish the sequel to that game hadn't been so forgettable.
Yeah, I almost bought it, and then I did not, which is the story.
It's just they.
It's hard to
somehow
make
made
sequels.
the story worse.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it.
These guys up to anything funny? No, nothing.
Speaking of funny, have you guys seen the Half-Life 2 thing or the Half-Life in VR thing?
What's that?
Huh?
No, I've never. What you? What?
Whatever you're describing is
VR
completely
game?
obscure to us.
No, I'm not talking about Alyx. I mean the guy that's basically got it's basically an improv troupe going through Half-Life 1 where his friends play as the NPCs, as the scientists and a Barney.
Oh yes.
That's
Oh
fun.
boy, improv
it's-
troops
It's
playing
amazing.
video games.
Yeah, we don't do that here, Chris.
I mean, it's basically kind of like Freeman's Mind meets like just absurdist, goofy comedy. But I don't know. I needed a belly laugh after this past week, and it's some of the funniest crap I've seen in a very long time.
Sounds fun. Nope. That head crab appears to be loose. I haven't figured out like what makes a head crab survive the shooting. I haven't figured out if it's random or if it's like you have to get it good enough. Shit!
Oh, he's getting you. He's getting you. Put your hands up, bro. Put your hands up. He's gonna hit you.
You actually can like catch them with a bucket or something.
Yeah. Defend yourself.
You gotta go
Hands
head
up.
crab wrangling.
So I noticed you're not playing with the teleporting. Is that an intentional decision?
Yeah, I don't get sick doing this at all, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get really motion sick.
Oh.
I am
don't know if this-
impressed.
I did back in Fallout 4, and I don't know if I'm just used to VR now or if like this game is somehow better.
Last 3.
Did you try it with did you try this game specifically?
No, I've yet to play Half-Life Alyx. But I've played a lot of other games, and it makes me nauseous.
Yeah, I think this game actually probably has pretty good implementation. Oh, backpack only for stealing from mag. Okay, that was not a magazine like from a guy. That was just my empty magazine I dropped, and it's like.
It's
why are you
interesting
trying
that
to
it
take
lets
this
you
idiot?
pick those back up.
That's immersive. Okay, so I'm probably not going to do like the whole area exploration here, just because I want to move along at a decent clip. But shit. There's a decent amount of resources to collect here. And, like, normally that feels like padding, but it's kind of fun to, like, poke around these areas, because they are very immersive. And I kind of just, like, enjoy scrounging around all these, like, gross cubbies for, guns and resin and shit. And I think up
As you
here...
do.
Huh? Yeah.
I said as you do.
So this is fun. There's no melee weapons in this game, as I said, so if you've got a supply crate, you just gotta, like...
Chad is asking if this is room scale VR. Is it?
It depends on how you define that. It is room scale in the sense that I can freely turn around and move my arms. It is not room scale in the sense that I have a lot of room to work with. I tend to remain stationary, but in practice, I end up like kind of, since I got the cord hanging down, I end up kind of like dancing around it a little bit, which I
So
hope
that
is
would
not
be
very
defined
perceptible.
as standing VR as opposed to room scale, at least by Valve's terms.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
have
game
any...
supports room scale, right? Like you could
Sure
walk,
it
if you had the
does. I
room,
mean,
you
it's
could walk
desi-
around.
It's designed for the index headset, and that's room scale. So
Yeah, so I have the S, so I also don't have to worry about... These puzzles are pretty easy, but I like them. I also don't have to worry about, like, turning and getting captured by cameras, because the cameras are mounted onto the actual,
yeah, it's inside out travel, right?
Yeah. Alright, I got 9 resin, that's enough to do any upgrades, so I'm just gonna not
Do-
worry about that for now.
Do you ever find it like losing track of the controllers?
I actually don't, no. That is one problem I do not have.
So I've heard that as a problem with some of the inside out tracking solutions.
I've
obviously-
had all kinds of problems with this thing, but all my problems are of the, like, getting the headset displaying anything variety.
Yeah.
Like, I had to do a reboot or two to prepare for today's stream. I started preparing this around 5:40. But
Wow.
as far as the actual controller detection stuff works, no problems at all. Alright, got a couple headcrab zombies here. So what they can do is what they did back in Half-Life, which is pitch shit at you.
That's not very nice of them.
It definitely does make you go, oh shit. I think those headcrabs are dead.
What's
They're dead.
What's Alyx doing in this game?
She's trying to find her dad, who got kidnapped by the Combine.
Who's not yet dead.
Yeah, that's actually not the whole game though. That's like this chapter.
Gotcha.
After that, she goes on a quest of like self-improvement and discovery.
Chad is complaining that you're aiming with
shit.
the eyes in the top of your head.
That I'm what?
You're aiming with the eyes at the top of your head.
Well, I'm actually aiming with like the fucking like hollow headset thing, so that's why that looks weird probably.
Well,
Shit.
no, I mean it's that your reticle is going off the top of the screen. It's actually okay right now, but
I cannot
How do you
honestly
fix
like
that?
promise anything.
I mean it's one of those things where Ruts is tilting his head down and using and looking up with his eyes, so like the field of view is not the same from a stream perspective here.
Okay, so what I just did was, I guess what Alyx is doing all this time when she like points it and zaps it, which is like turns off the circuits. So it is a lot like if you played Tom Francis's Gunpoint, it sort of works that way. And now I can go that way, or I can like, actually I don't think I can unlock this one. Let's find out. Let's like go over here and check out the current where it goes this way. Oh, I could actually turn this off. Let's go ahead and do that. And then there's like a little access gantry there. Let's get down here. Oh, I need both hands.
What happened?
No, he's just lifting heavy things.
Oh, right.
Just a pro tip, Rutskarn, if you ever join a gym, which, but if you ever do, don't do that when you lift heavy things. Super annoying, especially to women.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that, Mumblo. I was planning to join a big gym, like a big fat gym full of metal and iron. And the thing I was gonna do is like walk out with like, you know those like giant red cod pieces that the Landsnecks wore like back in the 16th century?
Yeah,
like one of those, and I was going to blow like a Viking horn to let everybody know I was coming in to do my squats.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, don't do that while you're working on your man.
Then I was gonna like shove down an entire like sloppy Joe right there in the middle of the gym into my mouth. I was gonna like put on the Bloodhound Gang Discovery Channel.
Yeah. No, that's don't do that.
It is so dark.
I'm actually really glad we had this talk. This could have been embarrassing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, for when you join the gym.
Okay, so what's everybody's video game senses telling you is gonna happen when I pick up that flashlight? Just checking in here.
All your friends will appear and they will say congratulations.
It's a surprise
birthday
party.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a surprise birthday party.
I dig the fact that Valve seems to have focused on making an actual horror game and basically just making Ravenholm the game or whatever. But like, I don't know.
Right? Whatever.
It's kind of on and off. Did I just drop a shotgun shell? Motherfucker. Alright, whatever. I mean, if you drop the shotgun shell on this shit, no way. Just forget about it. It's gone. Even if it's like that or death, just, you know, just have a little standards. Have some dignity in your final moments before you get spooked to death. Alright, so anyone who's watched Horror Addict knows that I don't do super well with scares. Oh, they sadistically make you, like, switch to your dominant hand to put this on. So
Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes.
Oh, thank God.
But, I was going to say, but I handle the horror content in this just fine. I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I know that a lot of people are having trouble, so there's these, like, nasty little... I actually don't know what kind of headcrabs these are, if they're a new kind. But they're quiet, and they skulk around, and I can hear my dog skittering around, like, at my feet, so that's fun.
Do they poison you?
My dog gets a little concerned when I do. I don't think so. I think they just sting.
My dog poisons me.
Yeah.
My dog poisons me.
Because they look like poison headcrabs.
No. They do look like poison headcrabs, but I don't think they are.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I think I handled that okay. Anyway, my dog gets concerned when I do VR games sometimes. I guess from her perspective, I'm suddenly getting into a fight with a bunch of enemies that she can't smell or see, so...
This is fun. It's really dark. Russ,
Yeah?
can you just talk?
About what?
I'm not
She
seeing
gets
any-
concerned about you overexerting yourself with all the heavy stuff you're lifting.
Your irrational
Yeah.
fear of the dark is actually
Let me
quite
actually see
appropriate.
if subtitles
You know,
are turned
I can give
off. Because I don't hear them right now.
We've been
There are
seeing them.
subtitles.
Oh, you can see subtitles? Okay, good, that's fine.
No.
None right now.
Yeah, I
No,
see
no.
subtitles. I don't know about you. I don't
Josh.
hear them.
God.
Yeah.
Big fan of this flashlight.
I'm saying
Not
earlier
unlike
when she was
yourself,
saying like
but
3
also
mags
sensitive
left
to
and
the
stuff,
dark.
I saw the subtitles for
A
that.
while ago.
Oh yeah, see,
Automatically when
they're
the
right
lights
the
go
fuck
off.
that. What the?
Whoa.
Oh, I see. I must have wandered off of like my mark.
Oh, righty. That's not what they're supposed
interesting
to
that
be.
That it doesn't keep track of that.
Well,
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh.
So
You've been
anyway,
slowly wandering onto your front porch. And
that's some Stanley Parable shit right there. Oh, you lost the subtitles.
too heavy. I can't move it.
oh, I wish they do like not the Stanley Parable just as a VR port, but a game like the Stanley Parable in VR.
Yeah, David Reed does like a VR game. That'd be fun.
I mean, isn't that a lot of kind of what Crows does? And, or at least Squanch?
There's a game called Crows.
They're a developer.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought I left a headcrab alive back here, and I was actually starting to get a little concerned. Fuck! Alright. One bullet. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna splurge.
Sorry, I just saw him. He was scary.
Oh, Mumblo, you know, it's okay. It can't hurt you.
I can't tell if we stepped away from the subtitle zone, or if the subtitles are just broken and only rendering in one place relative to you.
I think that's
Goodbye,
that one.
subtitles. I loved you.
I am out of ammo. That's... Okay. Back to
All
switching to
right, we get to
shotgun.
see Rutskarn turn into a zombie.
I mean, there are other ways to kill them, right? Like you can throw.
Why don't
first
tell
of all,
him
we have the
that.
shotgun.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of ways to kill Rutskarn.
Yeah, that's
Did I get my list?
There must be
I
50
think we might need
ways
the
to kill your
list.
Rutskarn. Just stab him in the face. Yeah, stab him everywhere.
No.
Stab him in the face specifically. Yeah,
My
dog
underst-
free.
So, Chad is asking what happens if you run out of ammo. Do you have a
Mumble
melee
shows
weapon?
up and tries to
No,
kill you.
no melee weapon. I thought about that. I don't think there is a solution. I think that you just are supposed to
Russ.
keep ammo.
Really
I
need
guess
to
you can
talk
swap
about
them with like the
Absolutely.
pistol.
Why
grip.
don't you just have ammo then?
Yeah,
instead
come
of
on.
life?
What was life like before?
Take
the
out an
combat?
ammo loan.
Excellent. Alex,
Why don't you
Can you,
just
like-
acquire ammo?
But can't you
nope,
just like
not
you know
once.
use the
Send out some resumes to ammo shops.
I don't know why this is happening. Maybe it's my
Because
fault.
it's
bakery
subtitles.
across the street, baked that day. Okay.
Okay,
You add tomatoes,
so,
lettuce, not
I'll just
vegetable
stop
paste,
for a second so you can
fresh.
watch this.
Then
So this
you
guy's
add
basically
bacon.
explaining to
That's from an
Alex right
animal
now
which
what a
is
club
called a
sandwich
pig.
is,
Toast the bread,
and this is
Okay.
probably one of my
all
favorite
that
interactions so
inside.
far.
You guys had all that?
I'll
Because
be
it's like
honest.
just
It
completely
is,
blowing her
and
mind.
I'm not done. Then you add a
I'll be
second
honest.
sandwich on
Really,
top of the
really,
first
what I
one.
want from this
You put
game
ham
is
in
just
it,
all the
also
Rice Derby
cottage,
stuff and
turkey
nothing else.
from
I
an
have no
animal
interest in the rest of this game.
the turkey,
But just give me all the
more
Rice Derby
tomato, more lettuce,
content.
and a bunch of other things I'm
It's good
forgetting.
content.
It was 6 inches tall and weighed a pound and had a dozen ingredients from 5 different continents. It was the most impossible food item you could imagine in any age before ours.
Wow,
I want a
I know,
sandwich
right?
now.
that is.
I
Wow.
made a Cuban sandwich
Thanks,
earlier.
Russ.
You're
Oh,
welcome, Alex.
did you do special bread for it though?
I couldn't. I was gonna do like brioche, but I couldn't
Yeah.
find
Brioche
any,
is
so I
fine.
got some Hawaiian.
Brioche is not lame if you toast it and butter it.
Where are all
Yeah.
you people getting bread? There is no bread right now.
I
There's
live across
actually
the-
bread in my grocery store. I can't find
Yeah,
flour. I was gonna
Campster.
make
I
bread,
am
but I
also
can't
fine
find
on bread.
flour anywhere.
Campster. I live across the street from a Panera, and they're always like, "Buy your bread from us." Not the
Oh fuck!
Because we have to work, and I'm like, yes, absolutely, I will help you guys out. So now I buy stuff that I don't even need. Cookies.
I'm sorry that you walked into that, Rutskarn. But that sounds delicious, but I don't live next to a Panera. I live next to a grocery store.
That's not as fun.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you still have grocery stores in your part of the area. We just have Panera Breads. That's it.
Panera Breads have just like moved in and they.
Be nice to the
destroyed
Panera
all
Breads. They have to work during all this. It sucks.
I know it does suck a lot.
I don't even know where the nearest Panera Bread is actually.
Do they have those in Vegas of Las?
I'm sure they do. I mean, I actually remember them having Panera Breads in like Denver. So.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use a
the
healing
last time
item
I lived
here.
there, but
Cali. There's
I'm going to use a
plenty
healing
Cali.
item. So how you do this is you press a button to like depress an injector. I'm going to see if I can hold it with my right hand so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay.
The way headcrabs move in this game is cute. Disagree. Hard disagree. They move like when your grandpa takes the turkey during Thanksgiving and goes, "Rah! I'm gonna get you!" And you go, "Please, Grandpa, no!"
I think we've just hit on the nail on the head for why Mumbles doesn't like head crabs.
Yeah.
I think we've just unlocked
Okay,
the
but-
backstory.
You know who is both grandpa-like and cute?
Who's that?
Who?
Pain Elementals in Doom Eternal. For some reason, they're like little old men,
yeah.
and I love them.
Aw.
I know those guys are cute. They make those grouch little noises. I haven't even played it. I just know that.
I can't wait to play Doom, but I'm playing Animal Crossing. That takes priority.
So Mount
Yay.
Blade comes out in like 2 days.
yeah.
Have I
we gotta
talked
figure out
about
what we're doing
this
for
like on
that.
stream at all or on like?
I
the
don't
show?
know. I think you mentioned it on Twitter.
Okay, so here's the deal. This game was announced like 2 years ago. It was announced 8 years ago, and presumably
Oh my
has been
God.
under development for a lot longer than that. And they're releasing it like they're never giving a release date, and now they're releasing it into early access.
Oh my god, why would they do this?
I don't know.
It's been
like-
like the running, like it's been the
No,
new
I mean-
Duke Nukem forever for the past 10 years, and
I mean, VR mantling. Okay,
Oh.
so we just turned on.
Oh,
Okay, temporarily.
well,
turned
thanks
on
for just
recording.
like derailing the whole conversation, Chris.
Man, can't.
No, we can go back. It just
Magazines.
mantle.
No, we're
like,
talking about VR mantling now.
vertical
about dissidents.
vertical movement in a VR environment is worse than horizontal movement. Like, it's why I don't think even in Free Bro Move you can climb up the ladders. If like, it's one of the most nauseating things you can do because it's not just you can kind of like approximate horizontal movement, but for some reason suddenly flying up or down really makes people nauseous.
Oh shit! Just got on my face. I actually didn't know they could do that.
Oh, watch out. They're called headcrabs because they go on your head, bud.
Oh, real shit, Mumbles? Real shit?
Speaking as a Half-Life expert here,
Oh, tell me more, Mumbles.
just so you know,
Tell me the Half-Life lore.
they like to eat your brains.
Is that how it works?
Can you believe it? This whole time?
That's why they're called head crabs.
Wow.
3 shows left.
Aren't you guys glad that I'm here? PhD in Half-Life things.
Dr. Half-Life, you're needed in
Dr.
the OR.
Half-Life?
It's you did your dissertation on Half-Life, and that's why
Yes.
you hate it and only like Portal now.
That's correct.
Dr.
Too
Half-Life.
much of my work.
You're needed in the VR OR. My god, this patient has a case of being wrong about Half-Life. I'll set them straight. Gordon Freeman's pee came out of his fingertips. He had like a little nozzle that went from the bladder pouch that connected to his penor to his fingertips. Sometimes he would squeeze people's hands in a handshake and a little bit would come out. That's why Alyx is kind of cold towards him at the beginning of the game.
Oh god.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Alright, I think I got everybody cleared out here. And I didn't quite die, so...
How disappointing.
I feel like if I haven't died so far, that's good enough. Oh boy.
Anyway, we were talking about Mountain Blade.
We were, yes. So, the game is subsidized in part by the Turkish government, so I guess they didn't feel like it was a huge priority to finish it up and release it. Plus, I'm sure they make a lot of money just like off of residual sales of their other game. Fuck. Their other game?
Where'd that zombie come from?
You know, around the neighborhood.
And then they were originally going to release it on March 31st. Now they're releasing it on the 30th. They've moved the release date up one whole day.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, they also added some discounts, like for people, because like COVID and everything. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I didn't get Doom Eternal because I'm gonna be playing too much Mountain Blade to care.
No, you're going to be playing too much Half-Life.
I will say again, I feel like I need to stress again because we've made a lot of negative comments, but I quite like this game and I'm very positive about it.
By this point, the headset has fused with your head. It's become
Actually,
part
I've
of
only
your
played it
flesh.
once
You'll
because
never
again,
leave.
my headset's been busted and I've been going back
Gabe,
and forth
is that
with support.
you?
if you get to the final level, Gabe Newell
Becomes
invites
you
you to the afterlife.
Hi, I'm Gabe Newell. Seems like you played my video game. I didn't think it was very good, but sooner or later you gotta release a game you've been developing. That's my motto, always has been. Can I interest you in a Team Fortress 2 hat for your troubles?
Yes. Where's that? Do you get one? For real?
I actually don't know. It seems plausible, but I didn't
Why would you
mention
bring it up if you didn't know? You know who you're talking to right now. I don't care. I haven't played TF2 in like years.
I know, man. It's sad. Like, it's sad also because like I'm hearing about people getting into the game and they're like, "Man, I've been playing so long. I've been playing since 2012." I'm like, "That was the last year I logged into Team Fortress 2."
Yep.
Yeah, like...
And I played it a lot.
Yep.
I'm old.
Yep.
I feel like Overwatch has kind of reached that point for me.
Oh. That's still happening?
Well,
Overwatch?
no, like,
Yeah,
that's,
it's kind of
that's
still
the point.
happening.
Like, it's...
Oh, I see.
Like, I've played so much Overwatch that I don't play it anymore, and I don't really regret not playing it anymore.
Do other people feel the same, or is it just kind of...
I don't know, like, I can't get anyone to play it, like the last time I suggested it, it was like, nah, let's do something else.
It's just the way of the world.
Yeah. So now we play Call of Duty Modern Warfare : Warzone.
Call of Duty
For real?
Modern Warmans.
Which it's actually
Is that a real
pretty-
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their free battle royale
Ugh.
Is it free?
thing.
Is it free? I thought it was just part of the regular
Yeah, no,
package.
that part of it is free. You can just go and download it. You only have to download 130
Wait, is that a dead
gigabytes.
combine?
And yet I won't.
Yeah. When you guys were off stealing the reactor, I saw
And it's
the
actually
Combine
it's a
moving supplies in
pretty solid battle
Yes,
royale.
they're
I've been having
interested
fun
in
with it.
space again.
Unfortunately,
I'll keep an eye out.
there is now a
Something's
bug that
definitely
was
up.
introduced with the most recent patch where I crash to desktop for no reason every 10 minutes or so.
Yeesh.
I swear to God, I literally just got a message from Glitch that said, "Think Warzone is fixed?"
No, and stop being so loud.
Oh shit!
back.
Watch out.
See it.
What has become of Rutskarn?
Man hacks. Boy, man hacks. I tell you what.
Hello.
Yeah,
Like, the
I
horror
totally forgot about
sequences-
those
Oh, I
The horror
hate
sequences
those
with the head
things.
crabs do not freak me out. The man hacks freak my
Okay.
shit out.
Okay, so
That actually
right now,
kind of makes me want to play
what
this
it's like
game.
to live on Earth
Just
on a
because
scale of
I
1
have
to
fond
10.
memories
I'd say
of
I
Terminator
suppose
2
it
Battle
fixed.
Across
It won't
Time
get worse.
and the 3D
What would
little
you rate
robot
it
guys and
before
that
the competition?
helicopter drones in that
That's a toughie.
3D movie
I don't know.
ride. And being able to fight
Good day.
man hacks
I'll
sounds
say
like doing
six.
that,
Yeah,
and that
strong
sounds
six.
awesome.
I don't know.
That's not great.
Now, that's life, Alex. You know, it's not always great.
Well, maybe we get the Combine off Earth and we could shoot for like an 8, you know?
Ooh, an 8.
Kiss
yeah,
him.
That really would be
No,
nice.
Spider-Man
Oh,
kiss.
Really nice.
Yeesh.
You gotta pull the mask off.
Spider-Man kiss.
My combine.
Yes. Aw, so romantic.
Do you think love can blossom even between a member of the Resistance and a grody member of the Combine? Maybe. It depends. What do you got going on? Like, what did they do? What's the situation? Never mind. Too fast.
Aww.
Tried to take that too
Bye,
fast.
bud.
Too far.
Bye, bud.
It'd be great if they had like grenades on their suits that you couldn't use because they're like tied into the suits, but you could just like yank the chain and walk away, and then they explode behind you.
Oh, I like that. Shoot their ankle until the ankle falls off, and then they fall down, and then kaboom!
Campster hired as lead developer on Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Alyx 3.
Nice.
Didn't Valve say they were going to announce something about a new major franchise?
Didn't they? Did they?
You listen to any of their press releases anymore?
No, I don't. But
this game is fun, but they
sure,
don't have any
Jan.
they don't have any buzz of goodwill. It's like I'm evaluating each individual thing from Valve as if it is from an entirely new and frankly kind of sus company.
Yes.
That said, again, I quite like this game.
How many people do you think are even still at Valve who are involved with like the Half-Life games?
I think actually a decent amount, because I think we were hired back recently.
Oh.
I say that because I recently watched a video, I think, of still active Valve employees who were fairly senior, who were reacting to a speedrun of Half-Life 2, and that was actually a really heartwarming video. I recommend watching that. It was really fun because often they didn't even know what glitch he was using.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Fucking hate these guys. Ow,
Nazis?
shit. Yes, man hacks are shit.
Oh, ow. Ow. Stop. Why do you have a razor blade? Ow. These things are
I know
scary.
she's talking about the man hacks, but I kind of hope she's talking to her cats.
Look,
I mean,
our benefactors wanted to invent a really efficient barber robot, and it just kind of got out of hand.
Spidey, why do you have a straight razor? Why are you doing a Mac the Knife 2-penny theater bit? Why are you cleaning your nails with the straight razor's blade while looking
they
at
do
me
have
suspiciously
knife for hands. They
and asking
do.
if I want
Just
to
the way
engage
that
in a
Mumbles
friendly
goes out.
game of 3-card
Yes.
Monty?
If my cats are the ones to take me out, I'm fine with that. I've already told Spidey that if I die, he can eat my body. I don't care.
You've told him that.
Yes, he's a 20-pound cat. He needs to eat.
Oh, he does need to eat. He's a big boy. Okay.
Does that actually happen very often?
That cats eat people?
I don't know.
Not
No.
nearly as often as like the internet pretends. If
I
your
just
cat
feel
is,
like
if you lock any
if-
carnivorous animal in a room with like a dead
Yeah.
person, no other food, yeah, they're gonna eat the person. But oh, my dog's licking my foot.
oh,
Got me for some pets. She's
So you're saying
I don't
that-
know what adventure you're going on, but I wish you got some.
During this conversation we're having about pets eating people, your dog is starting to lick your
You
foot.
know what, Josh? Alright. Coming out here. So we're about to get to the actual, I say human beings, we're about to get to the human-like enemies in this game. Which is to say
okay.
Combine.
Oh,
And they're much harder to fight. I'm a little sad we don't get to fight more CPs because, like, I really like the sound it makes when you kill one.
oh,
That's a very dark comment, but
woof.
This is Rutskarn here saying he would really like to kill more policemen.
Whoa,
what can I say?
whoa.
All Combines are bastards.
Also, chat is suggesting, Mumbles, that you should put "feed my body to Spidey" in your will.
Well, here's the thing, yes, but also I kind of want to do that thing where they take your dead body and then they take all your clothes off and then they put you in a sack and then they plant a tree in the sack and then the tree eats all your corpse.
I should have known. I should have known where you're going with that, but when you said they put you in a sack, and then they grab the sack. Like by the end, they just swing it really hard against the light post.
Right in there. Just see what happens.
Just see what happens.
Just to see what happens.
It's
but for
specifically
real.
for video games, so they can research what happens in a video game. It's for.
I would like. Oh yeah, donate my body to video game. Just kidding. That's. No.
You could be a motion capture model for like rag dolls.
Mumbles donates her body to anime.
I don't think cat poop works as fertilizer for trees.
Okay.
FYI.
I need someone to tell me that they just saw me duck that thing, because that
It
was
looked
cool.
like you got hit by it.
I did not get hit by it. I ducked under it. Probably. In my heart, I ducked under it.
Okay.
Donate my body to science, and by science I mean science YouTubers.
No, God no. Don't let the YouTubers anywhere near my body.
We're gonna drop this guy's body off of a 50-meter tall tower, and we're gonna see what happens.
No.
Film it at 1,000 frames per second.
Hey Vsauce, Michael here. We've discovered that a live body is indistinguishable from a dead one.
Oh
Pierce
my
the veil of
God.
mortality.
This is making me more sick than like the VR. Ugh. YouTubers are so gross.
I agree. They are rat fucking bastards.
Yeah, fuck YouTubers.
I hate all of them.
Anyway, YouTube, if you like this stream, make sure to hit the bell.
Funny that we're doing on YouTube.
Like and subscribe. I use YouTube. I'm not defined by YouTube. YouTube ain't never paid me nothing.
Kidding. I like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell.
Ring it.
Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Today I'm doing an unboxing. Oh my god.
Oh,
Do you guys like body
actual
washes?
box around here somewhere.
But before that, let's talk about our sponsor, Squarespace.
But before that, let's talk about our other sponsor, Blue Apron.
I was gonna do like a strong, sad voice and say that nobody ever rings my bell, but then I realized that
You
sounded
know what
vaguely
strong
sexual.
sad is?
You guys always say that. That's what I sound like. I just
Well,
assume.
yeah.
Oh man.
I don't like food anymore.
I'm mad about video games.
It's Lynchian, Felimian, and even Steve Buscemian, don't you think?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Just Campster for the back. I don't get it.
Hi, what's up, YouTube? It's Alyx. We're going to be doing an unboxing video of this grody cardboard box I found. Okay. So it's wrapped in what looks like masking tape, kind of moldy. There's a serial number here, if you can read that. I don't know how to read. Let's throw it down, and it looks like it's fucking empty, just like this whole world. Okay, guys, that's it for today.
Do the outro. No, Alex, you gotta do
man.
the outro.
Like, comment, surprise, and remember,
Thank you.
prepare for unforeseen consequences.
Whoa.
Okay, guys, what's up, Chris?
Never mind. You were saying something. Go. Keep going.
So the puzzle
Yeah,
is, we need this wheel, but it's here and there's stuff in the way. So how do you solve this puzzle?
You just move the
I'm a
shit.
fucking genius.
Oh, here we go.
It's genius in action you're watching right here.
But is Rutskarn strong enough to move the barrel?
You know what, John?
Has he been lifting enough weights
I'm-
at the gym?
I'm
and
currently
going,
LARPing as Alyx, and
Ah,
Alex's
my
strength
effort.
score is
What are you
normal.
gonna do?
I'm going full production mode on the Russells, of course.
Oh, of
But-
course. At least
really?
you're a landmine.
Gold mine. Yep. So here's the plan.
You gotta keep turning it,
Conservative
bro.
estimate, I figure 1
There you
year
go.
to get the world unconquered by the Combine, get them off the planet. So that's year 1. Then another year to mass produce the Russells.
So,
Although,
Half-Life.
just quietly, we will need to rebuild society first,
Why are
you know,
so many of
some
these
basic
goddamn puzzles just
infrastructure,
pulling
jobs,
tubes out of
money, that
things?
sort of thing.
Oh,
So
again,
they're
with
acclimating
the
people to
Campster.
virtual reality. This is supposed to be like their
Yeah,
first
3-year
experience with
plan.
manipulating
Let's swap the infrastructure
a VR
thing
environment.
into year 2.
This might seem
Oh,
intuitive
yeah,
to you,
definitely.
but like,
You're
if
gonna
you-
wanna put
just
that
putting
in
this
too.
on for the first time, it's definitely like there's a curve where you're like, oh, I can actually do this shit.
Well, but I mean, if they really wanted an accessible VR game, they wouldn't have done like a full-blown AAA. I don't know how many hours this is, but it's certainly longer than most VR titles.
I
Like
think
most
that
VR
they-
games are
yeah.
wave shooters.
I will also say it's not like it requires a lot of brain power, but it's fun. It's like kind of novel. It immerses you a little bit. And also, this game is like longer than a lot of VR games. We are only in let's see, chapter 3, and I think there's like 12 chapters. So there's plenty of room for it to get like more complicated from here, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, in like Half-Life 2, what was the puzzle? Like when it was introducing the fact that it has a physics engine, the puzzle was like you can weigh a thing down.
Imagine if this game had Half-Life 2 physics.
That would be amazing.
Started to pick something up and it just got stuck in the level geometry and started vibrating really fast, and then
so the moral
flies
of
out
this,
and kills you.
The moral of this video game is fuck you.
Oh wow.
There's barrels everywhere.
Rutskarn, you know what you have to do.
Found the red barrel.
You know
forest.
what, Mumbles?
Rutskarn,
I'm not
you know
going
what
to
you have to
deliberately
do.
shoot the barrels, and I'll tell you why. I am sure I'm going to accidentally shoot the barrels at some point.
I don't think so.
You realize you're just setting
you know
us
what?
up for disappointment here.
You know what?
Man.
If I don't accidentally shoot the barrels, I'll deliberately shoot the barrels.
Yay!
So
Deliberately
why
shoot
don't
the
you just
barrel.
deliberately shoot the barrels right now?
You know what,
But you
Josh?
gotta-
Alright, fine.
You gotta stand in the middle of the barrels when
Let
you
the
shoot
record
them.
show that I have not died yet, okay? This doesn't count as a death.
You're not gonna get your achievos now, idiot. Haha!
Alyx,
Oh no, I died.
That was kind of disappointing. I kinda
Yeah,
wanted
where's the
more.
ragdoll?
Where's the ragdoll physics in the VR game? Why
need
why don't
to-
they just like reel in the VR cable really hard and face plant you in your desk at 40
Look,
miles an hour?
the problem
Yeah.
is they didn't have, a cadaver around to.
Oh,
to
good
mocap
point.
with.
Good point.
They should just make you play all VR games atop a mechanical bull.
Do you guys remember those little runny things that they used to have at like PAX and E3?
Yeah,
Where, like-
I know what you mean.
You put on the VR headset and then you take your shoes off and you run on your socks.
Yeah, you kind of like slip and slide.
Yeah.
Those
I
sound
never
cool.
actually tried
I
one.
kind of want
but
one day.
There is zero chance I was going to try one at a PAX. Complete idiot. You don't know who is filming you. Also, like, take my shoes off at a PAX? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Just instantly you get a gamer
No.
going out from between under your big toenail. Just,
No,
like, growing.
no.
It's just like, what's your gamer score? What's your KD ratio?
What's your favorite first-person shooter from the 90s?
There's a right answer, and it's not what you think.
Ultima Underworld.
It's locked.
So, this whole
It's Kingpin
three-year
Life of
Russell
Crime.
plan.
Oh,
You think,
weird pick.
You think you'd have a job for me?
Kingpin
no,
Life of Crime.
Alyx, you invented the Alyx.
Like, the only things I know about that game is it's controversial
Be
because when it
partners.
came out, like, after shooting,
Oh,
and
well,
there's so much profanity in
Well,
it.
there would be stock options. 5 to 10
Definitely
years testing
Pokemon
period,
Snap.
obviously.
Pokemon Snap is the
Very
best first-person shooter from the 90s.
You're right.
You know, there's actually
You're
a
not
strong
wrong.
argument between right there.
I'm not wrong.
So
What year was that? And can I?
I don't know.
Banjo-Tooie's multiplayer mode had an
Whoa.
FPS.
Banjo-Tooie had a multiplayer mode?
Yeah, you could split screen multiplayer and you'd run around and you'd be like holding Kazooie like a gun.
That's
You'd
terrible.
shoot eggs.
I love
at other
it.
players.
I haven't played Banjo-Tooie, but I feel like this is bad, this thing you just described.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, we're doing okay on ammo. What I'm not doing okay on
Mumbles.
is health.
Yeah.
Have you finished Star Trek Picard yet?
Oh, I'm on the last episode. Is Lore who I think it is?
Do you want me to actually answer
No.
Not in this context.
No,
Like, not on
no.
stream, for goodness sake.
No,
Oh,
I don't.
Fuck.
How much did
Fuck
you love
you.
to see Brent Spiner's little face?
Fuck you.
Oh, it's just great to like have him around.
Ah, I love having his little face around. I missed him so much.
I thought they did a really good job with the data flashback makeup. In the
Oh
first
yeah, I'm sure he loves
Okay,
that.
I don't know what was
you
up,
his
but,
favorite
like-
thing about
I don't know what's
Fuck.
up, and I don't know
Data.
Star Trek. Don't anyone ever quote me saying I know Star Trek, but I looked at
Yeah.
his makeup in the trailer, and I did not think that looked good.
it's
You're
better
wrong.
in the actual episode than it was in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the trailer was clearly like an earlier version. They did some CG stuff.
You know what's funny is like the original series, you can see them get better and better at doing his makeup. Like the first season, it's just like they just put a bunch of clown makeup on and they're like sprinkles.
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing like bronzer on top of like powder, and it's really like weird and shiny.
Well, I've looked into it because my plan is once the world is back to normal, I want to go to a Star Trek convention, probably the Las Vegas one. Ooh. And I want to dress up as Data as Sherlock. And so I've looked into the makeup stuff, and it's pretty.
I have a friend. She had a really cool Data cosplay. If you have any questions, let me know because she looked awesome.
Oh yeah, because the best part about Data is that he does a lot of costumes. Like he wears so many different costumes, and so I want to either do that or do his gambler one where he has the visor. So just regular like
yes,
that's
star
a great look.
uniform, but then just with the visor, especially if it's in Las Vegas.
Then there's that time he grew a beard.
Yeah, for a sec.
One scene.
For one sec.
Yeah.
And I was also thinking lore, because lore you could just get a black turtleneck and like pants. Okay. Be like, I'm the lore who's in charge of the Borg today.
So I want to point out was a really boring costume. I want to point out, I did it too fast to explain it, but there was a puzzle here, which is kind of difficult. No, it's okay. So there's a barnacle up there, and what happens is he snags this explosive, and what you need to do is you need to kill the barnacle. Anything else you do leads to an explosion. Like, if it gets the thing and eats it, like, it blows up and you die.
You did it good?
I did it good.
Good job, bud.
Now shoot the explosive barrel.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shoot the barrel. Shoot it for us.
At the beginning of the stream, I'm like, oh, Josh is like he's like my handler. He's like the guy in the chair. It's like, yeah, but and also he wants to kill me.
In creative ways.
He's less like my officer and more like peer pressure.
Yeah. Then what am I? If he gets to be your handler / murderer.
I guess you're just my nemesis.
Cool. Oh, that's what I've been working on since 2010.
Can I be Chandler?
Ew.
Handler, Chandler, and nemesis. I don't know who Chandler is.
I've never watched Friends. I just know that I've seen that joke made recently.
I was really worried that you liked Friends, and I was like, I don't know you.
That means we're not.
No, I
don't know who you are.
I don't watch Friends. I am trying to picture me sitting there laughing at Friends, and it's kind of a hilarious image.
I kind of want to watch Friends with Campster now. I want to know, like, all of the issues that you have with Friends. You're like, oh, that's not how they made lattes in the 90s. It takes place in the 90s, bud. That's how they do it.
What would be the best old show to hate watch with Chris?
Ooh.
Like, okay, are we looking for me to be angry or just confused and dumb?
You see, he'd be confused and dumbed if it was like a girly show. And Sex and the City is actually, well, I don't know if it's held up, but it was good when I watched it in college, so don't know if it's still good. I take that back. I don't know. I don't know. I've been watching like a lot of
that risky.
Okay.
Well, no, I'll watch movies that I liked when I was younger, and then I watch them now. I'm like, oh, that was awful. That was the worst.
Okay. So, earlier I said, oh, now we get the real human enemies. I was lying. This is now the real, like, human-like enemies.
Trash.
I don't know even what you're calling trash here. Is it just me?
There was literally a trash bag. So
is this a
when
callback?
you said, it doesn't matter.
This really looks like that time where you walk up and there's train tracks right here.
Oh no! I hate callbacks. They're like, oh, I like stuff. You like stuff? Shut up, callbacks.
Those is just like the most thoroughly negative portfolio of reactions to this video game. This is a callback. Oh, I hate callbacks. All right, there's level transitions. Oh, I hate level transitions. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting VR video game, but I hate video games.
You guys didn't think I'd come on here and be the negative one. I'm usually the positive one, but not today.
I'm not sure.
Not today, baby.
I think Mumbles. I think that your entire brand is like sort of pointing your finger towards positivity and then like shuffling into like a big pool of gamer
Crotch
bile.
chopping.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, crotch chop.
I'm gonna try to be nice to good games, which I'm not playing right now. Alright, let's see if we can get another weapon upgrade here.
So I know it doesn't match up to anybody else because we're watching the stream delayed, but we're talking to Rutskarn live. But when he was saying that, like, Mumbles, your entire style is pointing this out, on screen.
He's literally pointing.
He was literally pointing the gun in the corpse's mouth, and I was like, whoa, Rutskarn's taking this real seriously.
Rutskarn is hostile to me. He's actively hostile.
Oh,
what
yeah,
have I ever done? What have I ever done? I don't deserve this.
I couldn't possibly answer that question in the time allotted. Alright, here we go. Oh.
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 So
No scope, loser.
Though, like,
Yeah.
What's up?
Maybe Parks and Rec? I don't think I could watch Parks and Rec anymore.
I never liked. I don't want like Lost. Lost would be a good one. I got real angry. At
Oh,
Lost.
I've never seen Lost. I would totally watch that because I probably would hate it.
It's hard to go back and watch Highlander the series, to be honest.
Highlander's such a dude show. It's for
bit.
dudes.
They added a lady eventually.
Yeah, that I'm sure was a love interest. La-dee-da.
The X-Files has really not aged well.
The one thing that I
No.
will not like hear any criticism of with regards to Highlander the series is that Adrian Paul was an extremely good-looking man, and he spends like half of it shirtless and glistening.
Oh, I could be into that.
I just like go look up the Highlander intro and wait for the part where he's doing like a kata.
I don't know though. I watch so much pro wrestling that whenever, like, for example, I'll watch The Bachelor, and The Bachelor will take his shirt off, and people are like, "Oh my God, he's so hot!" I'm like, he's not even built. He doesn't even do CrossFit.
He's not even
like,
jacked.
Who
He
cares?
doesn't even have cognitive brain disorder.
Sorry, it's not Macho Man.
So I've seen a few clips of the post-quarantine wrestling, and it really looks like it's getting weird.
Oh, it's getting weird.
You see the? I think you probably were the one who shared it with me, Mumbles, but like the clip from wrestling, but it has Twin Peaks music.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one.
That was
But in a most recent episode of AEW, Chris Jericho cut a promo on a drone. So that happened.
we fired all the cameramen.
Yeah, it was great. No, it's interesting. WWE isn't doing it well because they keep the announcers act like there's still like people there, so they're just like
I
yelling and
noticed
stuff.
that. It's like half of them are in on the joke, and the other half are like actually trying to do it
Right.
seriously.
But
They need to like incorporate it into the
AEW
storyline.
AEW is doing it the correct way, which is acting like the announcers are doing voiceover. So it's like, oh wow, yeah, I loved when Harley Race did that. That was back in the whatever, and I enjoy seeing this. Doesn't he remind you of Sting back in the 90s? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that works great because it's a more like chill atmosphere. So watch AEW. That's what I'm saying. Chilling for AEW.
It's also weird. Like I saw the clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin come out and do it to like.
Oh God.
And it's just like I can't even tell if this is kayfabe anymore or
it's like performance
actually
art.
confused.
Oh no, it was bad. Or like when the Undertaker comes out and he's like to his whole like entrance and stuff, and you're like, bro, there's no one here.
I thought he retired.
There's no one here. Yeah, it's weird.
They always retire.
It's like superhero deaths and
Oh yeah.
retirements.
There's only some retirements that stick, but I would say like 90% of them do not. And I don't think The Undertaker officially retired. I think they just were like, here is him symbolically retiring. It's not the same.
There we go.
Are you trying to use it like an EpiPen?
Yeah, that's how you use it. That's how you inject it.
I like how
I
you
thought-
unsuccessfully stabbed yourself with it 3 times.
I thought you
okay.
had to inject it to your other hand. I didn't realize.
I think
you-
it said that you can inject it into. No, you're supposed to inject it into like your chest, I think, but I believe it says you can inject your leg. I was testing that out. Sever your leg, please.
Michael, I
Drugs
agree.
just-
The wrestlers should get paid and they shouldn't have to work. However, they're contract workers, technically. At least they are under WWE, which means you don't get, like, time off pay if you're a contract worker. It's pretty much like driving Uber for WWE.
That's
And
so weird.
So,
Like,
yeah.
the wrestlers themselves are just
There's a control station
basically
override
gig
nearby.
workers. Like,
Okay.
Right. It's
So-
to prevent Vince McMahon from paying health insurance. That's the whole reason behind it.
Okay, so I think I kind of remember the solution to this puzzle, but I will say this one's actually kind of hard.
is it Towers of Hanoi?
No,
Should have plenty of
you have
time to
to,
get the
but like,
override back
there's
online.
like 4 or 5 different nodes, and you have to like pipe dream it so that like both of these are powered at the same time.
Looks like you
I'll be
got
able
it.
to stop the train.
Yeah, no,
right?
I remember this.
You sure you can do that?
Absolutely. You just
Chin
need to
up.
activate the terminal.
Nice.
Then you'll need to be ready
Let's
for
go,
a
put
fight.
your chin up.
You're not going to give up your dad.
Now let's go look down
I'll be
further.
ready.
No, but look back up again.
Tilt your head to the left.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
A little bit to
Start
the right.
jumping up and down.
Right, that's the terminal there.
I'm
Oh,
on it.
God.
Just where it's
Do
spinning
hurry,
around,
though.
make all of you guys
Woof.
watching puke.
Woof.
Oh no, we're all
I
falling.
did this to myself.
You absolutely did. You guys
Hoisted
are wondering
the
why I
whole
complied.
petard.
You're sitting there wondering, like, oh, it sounds like he's doing it. Looks like
Oh.
looks like he's doing the thing we told him to. Oh, what a rube!
Oh.
Oh, how silly! You didn't know that I was willing to like tank my own stream
Oh my god.
just to get revenge.
Oh my god, there's negative 10 viewers on the screen now.
I did nothing wrong.
Okay. Okay. So I gotta again figure out how to match these up. I think that's right. And I think this goes here. Nice. This little D-cell battery thing, and I gotta plug it in. Yep. There we go. Gotta pull it out all the way.
So what is the weirdest thing you found you can't find during the quarantine right now?
Actually, I'll be honest, I did, like, we're pretty well stocked on shit. So I haven't been out shopping, really.
I think I was just overwhelmed when I didn't see any meat in the meat department. Like
That
I
was
just,
crazy.
I just
Yeah.
felt overwhelmed. Like, yeah.
I was at my grocery store earlier today and they had meat again finally, so like that seems to be recovered.
Yeah.
I can't find yeast anywhere.
Oh yeah, everybody's baking, bro. Everybody
I
is
wanna
baking.
make some bread, and there's no yeast anymore. I
Yo.
finally found some packets of pizza yeast, which I guess is probably just instant yeast.
Bon Appetit is doing a 12-week baking challenge. Everybody's on that shit. Everybody's baking.
I guess my weirdest thing is I still can't believe this far into the quarantine we still don't have toilet paper anywhere. Like, I understood that there was a mad rush on it before the quarantine really went into effect. And then I understood for a few weeks after
Yeah.
that a bunch of scalpers would show up and, like, buy the whole stock out so that they could sell it on eBay or whatever. But now, like, who are you scalping to? Nobody can leave their homes. Like, I don't understand how we're still out of inventory on that.
Yeah, I have 3 rolls left, so
That's exciting.
that's gonna be a fun.
You're doing a
problem to be dealing
roguelike
with.
right now.
Yeah,
This is like don't
I miss
starve.
bidets.
It's like don't shit all over your apartment.
Okay, no worries.
I've actually seriously considered like ordering a bidet because
No, for real. They're amazing.
No worries.
My
If
like
you
second
better do
favorite
that
part
soon
of
if you got 3
Japan.
rolls left. Well, I guess it's just you, so it's probably like 3 rolls will probably last you like a couple weeks, right?
Yeah,
you should be
I
fine.
can go like a week.
I don't-
maybe a little longer than that with 3 rolls. You know.
Okay, I don't want to like get too. I don't want to know too much
Let's
about
talk
this.
about toilet paper rations.
I
You
don't
live
want to know how
alone.
much.
You can just go into the shower.
Yeah.
Or just out the window.
No,
It's the desert. It's like
I
a
think
giant cat box out there anyway.
The homeowners association might be a little upset if I did that.
How will they know? They can't go outside.
Okay, now just re-engage the system.
Is this supposed to come
That's
off?
fun. So it's the classic Half-Life thing. You pull the lever and it comes off.
What do I do now?
Well, don't
And
panic.
it's actually fun when it literally does come off in your hand because you expect it to be like tracking to like a rail. Like you expect it to be tracking to like a rail where it's like, oh, you know, like you pull, but it actually just like tracks your hand movement independently, and it's really
We
funny.
don't have much time.
You get that sense like, oh, maybe you actually broke it.
So the train is basically coming, and I can't switch the track, so I have to like pull this
won't
lever
stay.
and hold it.
You've got to hold it down.
All you had to do is follow the train, Rutskarn. No one? No one got that meme?
Oh,
I got the meme, Mumbles. I just gave her the response first.
Oh, I didn't know I was getting publicly shot because I talked about 5 fucking million years ago. My bad.
Why don't you order some fast food, Mumbles? Why don't you make a specific fast food order? Like at a drive-thru window, what items would you order? Would it be a comically large amount of them?
You okay?
Oh,
I'm okay.
sorry.
Let's
No, I don't know what you're referencing.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
like-
get that.
Oh, it's like the Big Smokes order is the other meme. So I had a job where I was moderating forums, like right about when those memes were big.
Oh.
And I've read a lot of San Andreas memes from kids
I don't
who
know.
were not alive
We
when
need to
San
find
Andreas came out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say not alive anymore, and I got really...
We murdered them.
I was like, oh shit, this is getting dark.
Did I mention I don't work this job anymore? They found my
Rutskarn, what have you
banning.
become?
My ban durations were a touch too long. I did go out and buy a ban hammer. Turns out you're not supposed to get one in a hardware store.
Where's Dad? Dad? Dad!
That's why you gotta make your own.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna reach
Eli
out and
Vance
pull you
is
up.
hanging from
It's
this
gonna
thing,
be okay.
and you have to
You ready?
hold your hand out.
I'm good.
And they
Give
actually,
me your
to trigger
hand.
the next part, you actually need to hold your hand out really far. So they actually make you like lean out here, like as far as you can go over the void. Oh! So Eli Vance is dead. Spoilers.
He
Vance
died?
dies.
For
Yeah, he-
real or just for
Oh, just
play?
right there. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's fine. He undied.
Oh, okay.
Alyx Vance, I have come to help, as I said I would.
Thank you. Thank you. Just stay there. I'm gonna
I could
figure
have
out
done
how to
this
get
the
over
whole
to you.
time, but I
No.
decided to wait until it was
Listen,
dramatic.
The thing was
Well, he wasn't supposed to be
some sort of-
following us
some
either.
sort of super weapon.
A super weapon?
It's
Shit.
something big. They got it here in the QZ in some kind of vault. But they're
Just
about
stay
to
there.
move
I'm gonna figure out how to get to you.
Fuck.
Because I
Then we gotta
Why?
see before they do.
towers.
Alex? Alex!
Whoa, what's happening?
I accidentally nudged the thumbstick and ran into. You would think there'd be an invisible wall there.
Mm.
You know what? So that's my first legit death. But you don't want it. You want to know the embarrassing thing is that I actually did that the first time through. Also,
Huh?
What?
You did.
Like,
You,
when I
you
played it-
stopped.
what's
You,
up?
you just said I actually did that, and then just
Oh.
nothing.
I actually did that the first time also.
Ew.
So like when I was playing by myself, I also just accidentally ran into the void. It's easier than you would think, turns out. All right,
That's
so
your
I hope you like that
dad,
cutscene, because
Dad!
I'm over here, honey.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and pull
okay,
you up.
Dad, I'm
It's
sorry I
gonna be
can't
okay.
rescue you. I'm just
You
gonna
ready?
make this quick. I love you.
Give me your hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is stupid. Let me switch to the shotgun here.
Ruts, you're looking down too far. We can't see you shoot Eli.
Okay.
Oh my
Is that happening again?
god. Oh my god.
Alyx Vance,
That was the
I have
end game.
come to help, as I said I would.
Thank you. Thank you. Just stay there.
Yep.
I'm gonna figure out how to get over to you.
No!
Yep.
Alex, listen!
This is
The
what
thing
you
was
do in
when I found
cutscenes.
some sort of
You do
super
the
weapon.
Macarena.
A super weapon?
It's something big.
Someone in chat said,
They got
funny,
it
I
in the
heard
QC
Ruts
in
there,
some
but the other
console.
guys didn't.
But they're about to
That's
move it.
because
Where, I don't
we're in
know,
a
but it's gonna
Discord
be
call
soon.
where
we
Rutskarn's
gotta steal it
microphone has a
before they
noise
do.
gate,
Yes.
and the
And
microphone
look,
that he's
look.
broadcasting is just
I managed
always
to
on
pocket this
for the
combine
stream.
data
So,
bomb. If I can decrypt
You can hear him
we can figure
breathing.
out how to use that weapon against them.
must breathe
So
very
what's the
well.
plan?
You head to the vault. I'll take this thing back to Russell's and get to work.
Wait, where is the vault?
Dad, where's the vault?
Look to the northern
Half-Life Alyx
star.
asthma strain.
Yes.
We
Look
made
to
that
the
joke
star.
already,
Got it.
actually.
Dad?
Damn
It's
it.
right in the middle of the QC and it's big. Get above ground and see what you can find.
I will accompany the Eli van and ensure his safety.
Great. Thank you.
Keep my hands well off the thumbstick so that I don't accidentally
Dad, I'm gonna go
jump
find this
into
vault.
eternity
Go.
again.
Yeah, step away.
Safe, baby.
Step away.
I love
This
you.
is about
I
as
love
far as
you
I can step
too.
back.
Oh.
Love you too.
Thank
Oh, the
you.
Combine said I love
Russ.
you too. You remember the
Keep
little
an
kiss
eye
on
out
the
for
forehead
Dad,
you gave me?
okay?
I'll let you know
Aww.
if you get here.
What a
When
happy
he gets
ending.
here.
That's something that drives me nuts about the Vive is the track pads on the controller.
Okay, here's another kind of puzzle. So here's how this works before I touch it. This is a memory game. And
Oh, boy.
I need to like connect the ones that are colored the same, but as soon as I touch them,
Ugh.
they're gonna like disappear.
Oh,
And I've got
nice.
Just
this
like
many
Mass
chances.
Effect.
Yeah.
The hacking game in Mass Effect.
Is
3? 3. Mass Effect 3.
I don't even remember Mass Effect 3's hacking minigame. I remember 2's.
There's 2. There's 2 hacking games in Mass Effect 3. One was find the message that's same as another one. And the
guys
other
ready?
hacking game was find the symbol same as the other one.
You know the hacking minigame I hated the most, though, in any video game?
What's
Pipe
that?
dream.
It's the Fallout 3 computer hacking
I actually
minigame.
quite like that game.
I hate it. It's
If you ever
it's
do-
How is
it
it
takes
different?
so much time to do.
How is it different from
appropriately.
the New Vegas one?
It's not. It's the same one.
Oh.
And I don't like either of those.
Oh.
The fastest way to do it was to randomly select 3 words and then pop out and then pop back in.
You know what you
Randomly
needed
select
to
3
do?
words.
You should have had high science, and then you would have been fine.
Doesn't high science just mean that you can interact with more difficult ones that have more letters in them?
Listen. I don't
Okay,
know.
Okay.
You know, it got a bit messy back there, but we did get Dad back.
All right. I think this is about as far as I got. So we want to
What?
continue a bit longer
That's
and then call it
probably
a
going
stream.
to draw
I think.
some attention.
Okay.
Not probably,
I
actually.
think we deserve to see
definitely
you
drawing
stumbling around
attention.
with no idea what happens
Look, they're
next.
looking for you now, okay? So just be
Do
careful.
you?
You know?
Okay,
Yes.
I'll try to
The
give you that
chat
experience.
wants us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Chat's like, jeez, you guys.
The chat wants us to wrap it
Look,
up. Oh,
I
come
know
on,
we've only
man.
been working together
I
for a
know.
while, but,
This was
I
legitimately
want
a
you
very
to know
difficult
I'm
stream
proud of
to
you.
arrange, but
okay, you're under a lot of pressure.
I imagine it does not look as good
so
on
much
YouTube
pressure,
as
in
it looks
fact,
here.
when
Also,
I hesitate to even bring it
But
up.
we're all
but I
here.
did notice that
Well,
when
we're all
you reached
here.
out for your
Alex
father's
was here,
hand,
it'd be even
had
better.
he actually grabbed it, his grip
Yeah, where
would have
is
crushed
Alex?
all the delicate
I don't know.
senses.
We have a Alex.
Ah,
Ew.
Totally understandable.
yeah, let's
and would have
let's
been
go ahead and wrap
worth
this
it,
up
by the way,
the next
in
enemy I
this
find. How
case.
about that?
right.
Having said that, I have a hard time imagining another situation
I did
where
like
that
that
would have
bit
been
where
the
that
case.
you
And,
force
much
pulled
like
that
your
thing
father,
to
the
you and it
Russells
bounced
are
off of the
practical.
column and
Okay,
then into
so
your
just,
hand.
moving forward.
Russ, I promise your gloves are safe with me.
What does Mumblo say when she walks into a laboratory? Hi, science. Science again.
What's the only kind of science that Mumbles ever did in high school? Hi, science.
Everybody thinks I'm on drugs, but I'm not. This is my personality. I'm this dumb naturally.
What an aspirational model. Everyone else is using performance-enhancing drugs.
Right?
Or I guess it would actually be like performance-decreasing drugs.
Oh, I've always wanted to be like strong bad, but let's be real. I'm basically Homestar Runner.
That's okay. I mean, it's better than Hamsar.
No, I'd rather be Hamsar. I aspire to be that.
He's raised by a cup of coffee. You can buy raised by a cup of coffee mugs again. They have a new website.
What are they gonna do to that site?
I don't
like
know.
Flash is going away.
It's not
They
like
have a
I doubt
YouTube
it's their
channel.
main priority right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen their like 2 More Eggs show?
No.
No.
It's on YouTube. It's like a kids show, but it's actually really funny. It's a show
fun.
they wrote and produced. 2 More
I have their
Eggs, 2
board
More
game.
Eggs.
If we ever all hang out, I'll bring my board game.
Oh yeah, please do. I want to try it. Is it good?
It's a little too simple for the likes of you, but I think you'd still like it.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
What kind of game do you
It's
envision
too
me playing?
plebeian for the sophisticated tastes of Rutskarn.
It's for people who drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos.
Oh,
Dorito tea.
okay. You know what, guys? We do need to wrap it up because they don't allow any guns here, and I seem to have one stuck to my hand. So
Oh no.
I think we're gonna have to call this a stream. We had a good run. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. This was Half-Life Alyx. I like it. I would say I recommend it, but if you have a VR headset, you probably already own it, and if you don't, I don't know. It's not worth buying one. So hope you enjoyed watching it. We're unlikely to do a season on it anytime soon.
Oh, it's still happening.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna shut the stream off.
All right. Thanks
Good
for tuning
night.
in.